Excuse me, busy coughing away there, don't know if you heard me. Today, good morning. Today's show is called Tools and Togs, right? I just had to be informed that Togs means clothes. I've worked in the clothing industry, well, for most of my 39 years, and never heard that one before. So it's Tools and Togs Day. How are you? Shall we have a look at the menu? Today's menu coming up now. I've got something to tell you about on this menu as well. 8 o'clock, that's me doing John's Workroom Essentials. Now, very importantly, Calico's back in stock, so be ready for that one. Whoop, 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 whoop. 9 o'clock. Jersey. Now, I don't know why it's called Jersey Top and Dress. We're just making a dress. We're just making a dress in that one. In the jersey, but Jersey's arrived. Whoop, 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 whoop. And Amanda Wyatt's here to... Hang on, I haven't finished that one yet. They're jumping ahead. 10 o'clock, I've got all the gorgeous Kaffe, your favourite Kaffe fabrics and pre-cuts. Now, at 11 o'clock, I no longer have a Vlieseline showcase. The jersey dress that Amanda's making in 9 is going to take the 2 hours because we want to do a proper dressmaking not fiasco, that's the wrong word, isn't it? Fiesta. So we're doing the jersey dress at 9 o'clock and at 11 o'clock. But any Vlieseline kind of influence that we can incorporate, we will do. Oh, dear, it's my 5th day in a row and I'm going a bit doolally, I think, doolally pop. If you want to get in touch, the best way to do it is go to our website, www.sewingquarter.com. What you do is you click on Watch the Show at the top of the page there. You'll get that there, press that, get the big one of those. Scroll down the page, you see on the right-hand side there, it says Message the Studio. There's a box. Now, I just have to warn you, it's still not been fixed. You can... Oh, the Rachel Cutting Mat was back in stock yesterday, right? Yeah. We got to, now, but it went to limited stock, so if you want one of those, you've got to be quick if you want that. Anyway, that's yesterday's show. Now, in the box here, you can write as much as you want, because at your end, it doesn't tell you that it's been cut off, but at our end, it cuts you off halfway through your second sentence. Hello, John, good to see you. Anyway... Yeah, John Good, that's my surname now. Right, now scroll down the page, because you'll see there it says products from today's show. They are all my fabrics from yes. Now, I'm very shocked. I think people didn't check out their baskets yesterday because some of those fabrics were telling us sold out yesterday, but that means they didn't check out, you didn't check out your baskets. It was a miss it, miss out show yesterday. Only a few of them there, look, we had hundreds of them. Anyway, all the fabrics from today's show, all the implements, sewing machines, overlockers, threads, everything that we introduce you to will appear down there. So if you're watching later on, you can see what was on my shopping list. Of course, you can go to the top of the page while we're doing a live auction. It thinks I'm doing a live auction on the Alpha rotating mat at the moment. I'm not, obviously, but when I do something live, it will appear in that square on the right-hand side there. All you need to do is click on Add it to your basket. What's in your basket? Oh! Make sure you check out. Make sure you check out. Who's in the gallery? Who just said hello? Oh, little Paul's in. 8:05, 5 minutes late. Anyway, just check out, because you can check out as often as you want. £2.95 for... 1 P&P. Right, now, I just need to explain, Little Paul's not producing today. It's Hannah producing today. Little Paul's in here to do his paperwork and to clean out the warehouse. Right, what are we doing? John's got a shop. But before I do that, it's me. Before I do that, if you want to send in a picture or if you want to send in a long email, now, is Little Paul still there? Oh, OK, because I say this every day, like Hannah does it, right? If you send an email that needs to go to a specific department, Hannah, you send it into the email in, which will go straight through to Hannah, and then she forwards it to the right person. When Little Paul's on, he goes, well, I don't. So I don't know what happens to the ones when Little Paul's on. But don't worry, it does get read by customer service as well, because we need to check what's going on. There's the email, studio@sewingquarter.com, studio@sewingquarter.com. Send your email, and that's the only way to send pictures in that way. Right, so let's start, shall we? Now, you know how my messages, you send in a message and it goes to Hannah and then she sends it through here. We've got a few, no, not me. Right, it said you need to change your password. So I changed the password, it said, sorry, not doing it. Then suddenly it just opened, so I don't know if it's a new password or the old password. Then Jay came in and went, oh, just tried to put it on my computer. He doesn't speak like that. I just tried to put it on my computer, and he said, mine's completely blocked now. His out there, because it said, change your password. You changed the password, and it blocked his whole computer. So I'm not quite sure what's going to happen. So somebody send me a message on the web chat, and we'll see if it works. We'll see if it works. Right, Calico is back in stock. Whoa, whoa. That's nice, isn't it? I've not seen that one before. Nice, isn't it? We've got that fabric, and we got that fabric coming up. I've got that Gerber fabric coming up later on, the Cave Hour. Right, Calico, 195 half a metre. You know, when we did the Calico last time, when I did my dressmaking show... Oh, this isn't a John Scott dressmaking show, by the way. This is just workroom... Things you need for your workroom and everything. You need Calico. You need Calico for your toiles. You need Calico for red work. You need Calico for so many projects, right? When I had this in last... Oh, Diana... Day 5 of 5, you've survived well. Yeah, but Diana, I've got to drive to... I'm not having lunch with my friend Liz now. She's cancelled on me. I can't believe it. Driving to York, because I'm working in York tomorrow. When we had this last time, we had 300 metres, and it went out in about 6 minutes, right? Have I got the same time? I think I've got 300 metres against, haven't I? Yeah. Oh, just under 300 metres today, right? These are going to go. These are going to go, right? This is going to go. It's fabulous Calico. It's that wonderful weight that you love. I mean, it's very boring to look at. Look, but you can see... Now, you see, it's perfect for, like, red working and things because, you know, you can just do your cross-stitching and things. Very Mandy Shaw-esque, this, isn't it? But I always use it for when I'm doing patterns, when I'm doing toiles. So if I'm making an outfit for somebody, say I'm making an outfit for Hannah, I'd need more than half a metre, obviously. And she says, yes, at the moment, I'd need all 300 metres. That's Hannah saying that, not me. Just before you write in. But anyway, it's fantastic for making toiles, it's fantastic for crafting, it's fantastic for everything. But look how wide it is. I don't think I can even reach across. There you go. I can, just. So, it's £1.95 for half a metre. That is half a metre. It's going to fly out. If you put it in your basket, you need to check out. Even though I've got 300 metres of it, you do need to check out because... And I know what you're thinking. Oh, John, you've only been on air 6 minutes. Oh, I'm sorry, you've only been on air 6 minutes, so why should I check out now? Check out the only way... Putting it in your basket does not confirm that you've got it. So the only way it's confirmed is by actually checking out. And you can check out as many times as you like. Anne says, is it pre-shrunk? I doubt it, Anne. But we can ask... we're going to double check. I doubt it because calico normally isn't, is it? Because normally you'd wash your calico. If you're going to make it into a dress. Yeah, when you buy it for painting. Jay, could you go and ask if that's been pre-washed, pre-shrunk, the calico? Yeah, Jay's just going through to ask the office now. Thank you. Oh, there's Anne's message there. And we're finding out for you now. Jay's in charge of it, so it could take a while. Right. So that's calico. I'll leave that at the front there because it's going to sell fast. It's going to sell fast. I'd say no. My gut instinct, I don't know what word I was looking for there. My gut instinct is no, it's not pre-shrunk. But I'll find out for you, Anne. That's what Jay's going to find out now. Oh, Julie wants to know something now. Julie, good morning, John. Have you got the Osnaburg as well? No, not today, Julie. Not today. No Osnaburg today. Just the calico today. And then June, did you say? Oh, June, your message doesn't want to come through for some reason. It's not coming through, but morning, John. Oh, she settled down to watch with a mug of tea and a piece of toast. And Harry, the Labrador, just dropped his ball in the tea. How big's your mug? How big's your mug of tea? All right, Harry. Right, all right. Right, let's do... I've got to... Right, people are buying 10 metres at a time of the calico, so please be careful. It's going to go. I'll keep you up, not uplifted. That's not the word I'm looking for, is it? Uplifted. Back in stock. I love this. I love this iron. It's just brilliant, right? There it is. I'll show you one out of the packet now. It's a steam iron. Got all my favourites there. I've got my calico, my hams, my steam iron. And that lovely sewing machine. Right. Got hams. Not vegetarian. I'm vegetarian, not that kind of ham. Oh, look. How many times you do the ironing, right? And the plug's over there, and when you're using one of these, and your ironing board's over there, I think it's 1.5 meters, isn't it, that? 1.5 meters? Or it might even be 2 meters. I'll check. This iron is brilliant, right? So look at this, right? So, what we've got on the iron here, you've got your heat. Oh, first of all, you've got this here, because it's a steam iron. So you can fill it with water there. Then you've got your little windows there with your maximum written on there. I thought you'd bring me a message then, Jay. What did they say about the calico? Oh, they're finding out. This here, steam on, steam off. Steam on, steam off. This here, the dial for the temperature. This here, little red light to let you know when it's hot enough. 2 little eyes. Then look at this. Whoosh, whoosh. You get your powerful steam coming out of there. I love this. What's happened? £39.95. Now, what's brilliant about this? We had lots of ladies. I only say ladies because I haven't had an email from Anne about the iron, who said they have issues with the hand and they can't lift an iron, right? Let me just show you. This is brilliant because you don't... Look at this. Look at this. It's so... Now, it's got a nice weight to it. It's not too heavy, but you know sometimes when you buy a travel iron and it's like this flimsy old thing. This isn't flimsy. This has got weight to it, listen, but... It's just, look at that, it's brilliant. It glides, absolutely glides. It's beautiful. £39.95, and we thinking Christmas. Oh, and this here, it's all even got the wire clasp thingy. I don't know what the right word is for that. Wire clip. It's brilliant. It's a what? A look. £39.95. Let me just measure this. I'm sure it's 2 meters, but let me just check. Watch your baskets on the calico. It's absolutely flying out. Oh, it's going across the bottom there. £1.95 for half a metre. Well, there's £1.50. Oh, it's halfway between the... Oh, no, it's 2 metre. It's a 2 metre wire on that. It's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. It also comes in... It comes with a little measuring jug. And it's got its own little bag. Don't put it in the bag when it's still hot. You get all of that, you see, and your instructions. Very tatty instructions there. Right. Over 100 of the calico have gone already. Over 100 of the calico's gone already. So please be careful. Please be careful. Oh, I'll leave that out. Leave it out. Get that iron. Brilliant. I love that iron. Right. Nurse Julie, is she feeling poorly again? Nurse Julie here. Oh, does the overlocker come with any patterns or covers? It doesn't come with patterns. I don't know if it comes with a cover. I'll find out. Who will you ask? Okay. Right. What should we do next? The hams next. Oh, I could do that with the ironing, couldn't I? Right, OK. Every workroom needs a good ham. You can. The thing is, I'd have both of these, but you can get away with one of them if you want to. You get away with the sleeve one if you wanted to. But if you've got... It's made with the cotton twill, look. Don't worry about this being red on this side. It's not going to run. It's filled with... sawdust, so it's going to dry out if you use steam on it. But literally, if you've got a shoulder seam, if you've got a little curved seam that you need to press, don't worry, I haven't got the iron on. But you know what I mean? You can just iron around. It's brilliant for when you put sleeves in, brilliant for curved princess seams and things like that. Anything that's not just 100% flat, you can work it on different angles. Look, you could use it like this to just... If you're doing pressing a seam open, and you just need to get into that seam. It's just fantastic for that. It's £11, not £11.00. It's just £11 on. Now, you see, the thing is, you do have to think now about Christmas presents, don't you? £11. It's brilliant, isn't it? Perfect. Now, if you're thinking, oh, that looks a little bit chunky for what I want, John, then go for the sleeve. I think they call this a sleeve sausage, don't they? Sleeve roll, sausage roll I was thinking of already. It's only 8:15, vegetarian, thinking of sausage rolls. Okay, was it Nurse Julie? Nurse Julie, the Elna Overlocker comes with a dust cover. There you go. I'll show you, if we got one, when we do the overlocker in the next hour, I'll bring it out for you. £7.45. This is brilliant for doing, you know, if you're taking up a pair of skinny jeans and you want to press the hem when you've done it, just slide, you know, like on a sewing machine, when you take the gubbins box out and you can slide the sleeve or the trousers over the arm of the, it's the same as that, but you just, so you put your sleeve over there, iron it over. But again, you can use it for curved seams, you can use that there for the top of a sleeve head. £7.45 again, made of cotton, got the sawdust inside, so it's going to dry out nicely. It's a must. It's a must for every workroom, really. Especially, well, dressmakers more than quilters, I'd say. Okay, or bag making, I think Hannah's trying to say, but she switched me off. Right, here we go. Please check out the calico. Please check out the calico. Say this again. Oh, morning, John. Could you let us know if the calico is lightweight for backing quilts? Right. I'd say, because you know you can buy so many. Oh, yes. If you think of, oh, there's only 40 left. I started off with 300, only 40 left. Yes, wash it. I'd wash it first before I put it on. Oh, now if you're going to hang the quilt like that, then it's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. It's, if you think of a if you think of a quilting weight fabric, that's what it feels like. It's not like a heavy canvas, because you know you can get calico through from like cheesecloth right the way through to like sailcloth, can't you? This is the kind of lightweight one. This is the one you'd use for pattern toiles. This is the one you'd use. I don't know. I've never known anybody put backing on a quilt using it, but then I'm not a quilter until I came here. So it is that lovely, lovely lightweight. I say lightweight, it's not lightweight like lawn or anything like that. It's, if you think of a Spectrum solid, it's that kind of weight. It's that kind of weight. Brilliant. It's the perfect weight, really. Oh, now look, it's going to sell out. You need to... Right. There are 30 units left. That's only 15 metres left. And how many people in baskets? 30 people got... 50. We'll get more. We'll get more. We'll get them to buy more. I told them they should have bought more than that. Should we go and do a sewing machine? Go and do a sewing machine. Oh, now, before I do the sewing machine... Chris, if you're thinking Christmas presents, this is the most fantastic buy, right? You get all of this, everything that you see here, the summer bundle teach and treat for Christmas. Summer, Christmas, £29.95. Okay, look, thread and needle threaders, needles, pins, more pins, scissors, tape measure, box, tray, and I'm not any more tan than I was when I saw you 2 days ago. Hannah's just saying you look tanned. No. On the still, £29.95. Do what? Anyway, let me put all that away. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant Christmas present, £29.95. And let me show you the design of the box as well. Gorgeous print, isn't it? Really, really lovely print. Tahitian, don't you know? Oh, now isn't that funny? Hannah says she'd keep all the things and give the box to somebody as a gift. I'd keep the box, and then this could be a present for Hayley, that could be a present for Hannah, that could be a present for little Paul. See what I mean? She needs some new scissors, she says. Right, okay. If you're going to lose your scissors, what we used to do at college was, because we all had our own shears, is you put the elastic round the handle and tie it round the leg of the table. Then people could borrow them if they were sitting there. So Christine, who used to sit there, she could borrow. Or Roxy, that sat there, and Fiona, that sat there, they could all borrow them. But Dulcie, who sat over there, she couldn't, you see, because Dulcie's more likely to nick them than anyone else. I love this sewing machine. You saw me, not using it, you saw me demonstrating it the other day. Not demonstrating it, showing it, showcasing it the other day. It is called the Lotus. And why? You see, the thing is, it's a fantastic machine, but I'm obsessed with this. The little button. Did you miss that? I'll get it again. The little button. It's fantastic there. Now, it does go down. It does go down. Now, I've took this home last night to read all about it. I'm putting my hand over the top because, now, don't worry, you won't be getting this one. But I got in and I did all my paperwork. I messaged Hannah and I messaged Hayley. Then I went to the gym, chatted to Norman, went to the gym, left all of this on the side by Norman's cushion, came back, Norman had thrown up over everything. So all my notes, Norman's my cat, by the way, Norman's a cat, right? So he'd been sick all over my notes, I had to throw all those away, and he'd been sick over the front of this book as well. Don't worry, you won't be getting this book. But poor old Norman, he just was like, oh, I don't feel very well. Where's my food? They're finding out the cats like that. They can be chucking up everywhere and then still want food. Anyway. Brilliant. You won't get this one. You won't get this one. You won't get this one. This is ours, right? OK, so let's have a look around it. So gorgeous little sewing machine here. Really, really serviceable. Fantastic. If you're going to different lessons, you've got 8 lessons, 18 different stitches there for 400. And it's computerised, it's digital, it's not plugged in, that's why there's no writing in there or anything. Right, have a look at, oh, hang on, I'll tell you this. You've got a stop-start button. Oh, now look, here, no, hang on, down here, first of all, you've got all the things that you've got on the 680 down here, look. So you've got, that's your knot off there. That's your reverse button there. This one here is your... I can't see. I've forgotten what that one is. What's that top one for there now? Oh, needle up, down. No, that's it. Needle up, down, reverse and knot off. Start and stop button. Then you've got all these stitches here, all your buttonhole stitches, your different stitches here. You've got your tension. And then when you open it up... Now, I might have to tilt this forward for you to see. Do you know, like on an aeroplane, or you know when you watch Grand Designs and they have a room about the size of that table and they go, oh, we're going to have a 4-bedroomed house in here, and you're like, no. And suddenly everything slots into place and everything. Well, that's what this is like, right? Look at this, right? Very well designed. First of all, there's your bobbin. Not your bobbin, your thread. Your thread sits like that, look. It's fantastic, isn't it? Then you've got all of your needles, your feet, everything you need in here. Everything that you need. And then, obviously, all the arrows where you wind it up. Not wind it up, that's the wrong word. Thread it up, thread it up, thread it up. So that's all in there. Then, look at this. Little secret compartment. Now, Jay's used that bobbin already. So you've got a little tray there with your quick unpick and your pointer and your brush and everything like that goes in there. Fantastic. And then, now, I have to find the button, right? There is a button. I just was going to prep it. Oh, come on, John. You've got one job. This all comes off. There's a button. There it is. So, now... Oh! Sorry, Mike. We were live then. Right, OK, so put that one back. You can drop the feed dogs on it as well. There's so much now. I'll just turn over the front pages so you don't see the front pages. Right. Now, it's not only cute, but it's got all the features. It's got all the feet, it's got all the features. Look at all this, right? All of this going. The book is so, like all Elna books, fantastic, the way it describes everything. Everything you need. Oh, I've forgotten one important, because it's all about compactness, isn't it? And tidy awayability, right? The pedal. Right, the pedal, this is the pedal, right? So when you're travelling, you can put that in your throat there to keep it in your throat, right? Now you look at this, you think, well, where's the rest of it? This is the, so you put it on the floor like that, you'd use it, so that's how that engages. Is it remote, John? You're saying, no, but look. Look! So, all right, Jay, just busy working here. This is where you plug it into the machine. So you got that. But then, to get it to go back in, you just pull it like this. Whoop. But Hannah wants to know why all feet like that on the machine. Well, ask Elna, I don't know. It's brilliant, isn't it? Absolutely brilliant. I think what it is because a lot of machines have like a double or a triple plug to go in there. Right. Hannah's decided that she wants to go on Dragon's Den, right? So she's now saying, well, I might invent one that you can change it. right? Her latest one, I'll tell you this, right, just quickly, right? She doesn't like it that lorries are allowed to go through her village in the morning, right? So she's going to go to Dragon's Den and say, I want £500,000 and we're going to do road map just for lorries. So I said, well, what about the people who live on the roads that you don't live on? She went, well, I just won't buy a house on those roads, she said. That's her plan. Do you think they're going to take it? No, I don't either. £499. This is a brilliant sewing machine. Absolutely brilliant. Lovely. Now, I'll find out the weight for you, but look, lovely and lightweight. They say, don't they, it's the weight of a cat. Isn't that what they say? My Norman's nowhere near... No, my Norman's nowhere near that heavy. They're very old and spindly now. So it's heavier than my Norman, but it could be the same weight as your cat. OK? Yeah. Or your cat could be the same weight as that sewing machine. Now, these haven't been in stock for ages. They're the new improved Fiskars. Now, we call them the Pelican scissors. They call them Easy Action. £22.95. Now, I've got one out of the packet. I was just showing you in the packet, first of all. Now, I'm hoping this is one of the new ones. Right. Now, don't worry. This is my calico from the last show. I haven't stolen it from your show. Right, so let's have a look at this. So you've got a safety catch here, right? Then what it is people, again, who have gripping issues, this is all based on a spring mechanism. So that all you need to do, these are all cushion covered, these handles, right? All you need to do is glide along like this, and the tension is all, you can't see it on these because it's all integral into the workings of the scissors. We've got smaller ones that you can see where the spring and everything works. It's all integral into the thing. So when you're literally cutting through your fabric, it's as easy as that, you see. And also, it's really good because, you know, a lot of time with scissors, you have to lift the fabric. With this, because of the design of this bottom blade being flat, look, just slide along and it glides like cutting a hot knife through butter. Oh, no, I'm not talking about butter. Someone's used all my butter from the fridge. No, not you. I didn't say... Oh, that's a guilty conscience. Why didn't? Right, they're brilliant. They're £22.95. I know, fantastic. I'll just put that one away. Right, I've got loads of things to show you, and I'm halfway through the show already. What should we do next? No, let's do some markers, right? Well, only because, why would you? Why wouldn't you? Exactly. Right, this is cute. I haven't got this as in a packet, right? You get all three of these. They're Dressmaker pencils. If you love to use tailor's chalk but don't like the fact you get your tailor's chalk all over your hands, then these are little like pencils with a brush on the end. You'll get all three. You get all three for £1.95. They're not £1.95 each. And then literally, you just take the top off. There's your tailor's chalk inside there, your lead in there. Then the top here, it's got a little brush on it. So if you make a mistake or if you just want to get rid of it, you just use the bristles from your little brush. They look like, what was that one called? Beaker. Was it called Beaker? What was that show called? Was it Sesame Street? No, Muppets. Oh, Hannah, did you not watch the Muppets? Beaker was a tall, thin, like a scientist professor, wasn't he? And didn't he just like have a really, really high voice? The calico's not pre-washed, as I thought. It is not pre-washed. That shouldn't make it. I've got a message from Shirley before I go. Morning, John. Order my calico. Thanks for some great shows this weekend. My pleasure, Shirley. My pleasure. What? Oh, right. Is he ginger? I don't remember him having any hair. It's tall and thin, isn't he, like that? Did Shirley send that in? Oh, Mike found that. OK, so that's pencils. £1.95. Now, this is brilliant, this one. Right? This is a kind of, again, if you love tailor's chalk. Now, I hope Jay's checked that it's full. Top comes off. Watch. It's brilliant, isn't it? Now, a lot of the time when you do tailor's chalk, you can't get a fine... You can't get a fine line. I'm really messy with it, obviously. You can't get a fine line with it. This you can. This is the Prim Stick Chalk Wheel. The chalk is inside the main body of that. And then at the end there, you've got like a little serrated wheel. Can you just see the serrated edges on there? It's full of the chalk and the joys of spring. And you get a little top so it doesn't get messy. These are all brilliant, aren't they, for stocking filler presents? Or if you're Secret Santa. Now remember, you can check out as many times as you want during the day. It'll only cost you one P&P of £2.95. Okay, I'll carry on with marking things. Now I've got mechanical pencils here, fabric pencils. Just what? Yes? Oh my word. Just need to warn you before I go on to the markers. The ham and the roll, the ham's £11. That's the ham there. Have a look at the ham. That's that one. Oh, sorry. That's £11, down to single figures. And this is your pressing roll, down to single figures as well. Heads up, £7.45. It's not a it is a ham roll, I suppose, isn't it? Not that I'd have that being vegetarian, you know. Anyway, they're all obviously hungry. Now Hannah thinks it looks like a baguette. Right, okay, marking pencils, mechanical pencils, right? Let me just get some more fabric out. Oh, actually, I could use Mechanica as well for this, couldn't I? Right, I've got it in 3 colours today. Which colour shall we do first? We'll do the white one first. Oh, well, I'll just do this, so I'll show you in a minute. So this is the white mechanical pencil. You get the pencil and you get the refills for £9.95. That's the white one. Now, the one I've got out to show you is the green one. So I'll just go through the 3 different colours, right? So that's the white one, £9.95. I've also got it in pink. There's the pink one. Now, I know you're saying, oh, when those 6 refills run out, what do I do? We do sell those refills on the web. If you want the refills there, so if you've already got this and you need more refills, go on the web. That's the pink one. And you know it's the pink one because you can see at the top there where you see the button at the top. It's got the colour of. So the white one, which I just showed you, has got a white ring round the top. This one's obviously got the pink ring round the top. And then the one that I'm going to show you has got a green ring round the top. So this is the green one. £9.95. There you go for the green one. There's the green at the top. Right, now let me actually show you the pencil itself now out of the packet. So we'll stay on the green one. Right, so this is what it looks like. This is how it arrives. A lovely pink pen there. Now what you do is it's the same as you always do. You see the button here, you just press the button. And if you, well, I'll put it there. If you press that button, watch that end, right? Can you see? Can you see the green lead comes out the other end? And then now Jennifer Mills loves these because they create such a fine line. Let me show you. I'll do it on my piece of calico here. Oh, Wendy, you can't see the calico on the website because it's sold out now, I'm afraid. I'm ever so sorry. I'm ever sorry. I'll get on to in the break, I'll run through because merchandising should be in today because it's Monday, so I'll get them to order some more as soon as possible. Oh, just pressed too heavily on that one, sorry. Look. So if you're drawing a pattern on your calico, can you see that at home? Oh, yes. Look at the lovely fine line that it creates. Right? Now, green, well, you see, the thing is, right, using green, very versatile, because you can either use it on a calico or you can use it on a darker colour as well. Oh, come on, John, one job. You can use it on a darker colour as well. Look. I don't know if you'll see this at home. Oh, yeah, look, you see. So very versatile, isn't it? You wouldn't normally pick it. You'd always think of a black or a white, wouldn't you? But the green. You couldn't do the white on calico. You'd never see it, you see. Now, the other thing about this I love is, you know the button you pressed at the beginning? That's a rubber. That's an eraser. So if you make a mistake, you can just rub it out. Also, take the top off. That's where you can store all your leads in there. If you don't want to keep them in the little plastic container, you can store your leads in there. It's fantastic for £9.95. Takes about... Oh, and also, when you're finished and you're thinking, oh, there's still a bit of lead sticking out there, a bit of lead in my pencil, right? Press this, I'll move it in, press this end and push, and push, and the lead goes away. So you're not wasting any lead at all. They're fantastic. They sell really, really quickly. And again, fabulous stocking filler, fabulous Secret Santa present. For some of you know who might use one of those. So that. Pardon? I know. No, I've already got all these, so you don't need to buy me any of these, Hannah. I've already got these. Oh, no, the iron would be lovely. Thank you, yes. Oh, yes, book next. Right. This book. Now, when I do the job, we're going to try and get more like this. We're very limited. Oh, OK. I think these will only last today's show. Pattern making templates for skirts and dresses. Right, it's such a clever idea. Let me explain how it works, right? So what you do is, to start with in the book, I mean, have a good read of it before you do anything, but getting started, the tools you need... Can I put it flat, Mike? Would that be all right? Right, about fabrics and things like that. But then, the important thing to do, this is all terminology, right, this is all about the basic block. Now, basic block is the shape of your body. So, what you need to do is you need to look at the size chart here. Now, I'm going to ask Hannah now what size she'd be on here. There's UK sizes and US sizes. What's your bust size, Hannah? 36. Right? What's your waist? 30. Oh, OK, she's size 12, yeah, and a hip... Oh, I think your hips are a bit bigger than 40, aren't they? Not being rude, but you are pear-shaped, aren't you? Right? That's not an insult. She's gone all quiet on me. Anyway... So Hannah is a size 12 in the United Kingdom, right? Size 12 in the United Kingdom. So then what you then do is you then move on, and this is what a basic block looks like. This is your body, that flat, half of your body on the flat. So what you then do is they've got 3 different basic blocks in here. They've got the darted dress block with set-in sleeve. They've got the darted dress full bust block. Hannah wouldn't need that one, you see. And they've got, now this is brilliant because we've got Jersey in today. We haven't been able to show that one. Dartless dress with stretch block with set-in sleeve, right? So they're the 3 different blocks. So what you do is you go through the book then. Oh, and a sleeve block as well. But then you go through the book and you think, oh, do you know what? I really like that skirt, right? I really like the Go Day skirt, right? So what you do is you use this, you start with the skirt section of the darted dress block. So you go back and you find the darted dress block, which is this one. There's a URL on here, which I'm not going to show you. Oh, can you not? Can you make your telly pictures bigger at home? Can people do that on the... No, it's not like a phone. Right. So what you do is you go to the tiny URL. It asks you for your size. It asks you what kind of paper you're printing on. And whatever you do, don't do what Jay did last time. He got it to print on both sides because he said, oh, look, I've saved paper for you, John. Because what you do is it then prints up this to the size of your body, right? And then what you do is you have to sellotape the pieces together. So you create your basic block in your sleeve, right? But for this one, you only need the skirt section. So then what you do is you then get the skirt section. I think the book is a little bit weird because you should really do the measurements first, but it does them later. So you go to the skirt that you really like, the Go Day skirt. And it shows you how to manipulate your basic block into the pattern for the Go Day skirt. Now, if you remember, I've already done this once. I've done it on the... I did it on 2 of the skirts, didn't I? I did the semi... I want to do that one soon. I want to do the tulip skirt soon. But there you go. The full circle skirt and the... I've done both of those and shown you how to adapt the pattern on both of those. So it's brilliant because what you can do is there are so many skirts and dresses in here that you can choose from, and it tells you which basic block to print up and how to manipulate that pattern to make. Look, look, we've got Jersey, We've never been able to show that one before because we've never sold jersey before, have we? We are today. Amanda Wyatt coming up in about 20 minutes with that. So that book is brilliant. It's £11.95 and it's a must-have if you're going to start manipulating. A lot of people had said that they'd never have done it before, but that book and my tutorial that I did, between the two of us, they loved it, and they've now got that book and they're making all sorts of shapes for themselves. So, let's do tracing wheels. Oh, Jay, have you got a? I don't want a tracing wheel on the table. Have you got just a little tracing mat? Doesn't it? Just a tiny one. Yeah, that pink one will do. Is that pink one still in stock? I love this pink one. Double check. This is a thank you, Jay. Brilliant Christmas present, this one. I'm only doing that because I don't want a tracing wheel on the table, because if you're working on your dining room table, you don't want to do this. Right, tracing wheels. I've got two different types of tracing wheel here, and I've got colourful tracing paper. Oh, the pink, ignore the pink thing, it's sold out. Right, so if you want to trace things through, two different tracing wheels. This one's more like mine. It looks like something from the Game of Thrones, doesn't it? And what you do is you can literally trace your patterns through from one side of your fabric to your other side of your fabric. Look. This is what's brilliant about working on calico, because it's really, really susceptible to... Is that the right word, susceptible? Or... Anyway, it loves the tracing wheel. That only £1.95. I have to say, my tracing wheel, we don't sell my tracing wheel here. My tracing wheel's got the longest spikes on. I'll bring it in one day. Really is like something from... Mind you, having said that, at the beauty salon that my friend Lisa owns, she's now got them and she rolls them over your face with great big long needles on. Anyway, that's another story. But there's also this one, which is like an ergonomic one. Now, this one has no spikes in it at all. That's not a blade, that's not sharp. No, that's not sharp at all there. It's not a blade, don't worry. It's not like a rotary cutter. Don't put a rotary cutter blade in there. It's the Prim smooth tracing wheel for £4.25. Now, I've never used this one before, so this could be intéressant. Oh, it's brilliant. Oh, that's brilliant. Because if you've got a fabric that you don't want to, well, it doesn't punch your holes, but do you know what I mean? That is excellent, isn't it? Oh, I've never seen one of those. I mean, I've seen it here, but I've never... Oh, that is... But if you've got to mark in pleats, mark in darts, how fantastic is that? £4.25. Now, the paper that I'm using underneath... Now, please don't get confused, because it's tracing paper, but then they also call this tracing paper, and they call this tracing paper, which is pattern paper, nothing to do with... So what you want with the tracing wheel is you want this one. What you get, I think you get 5 sheets, don't you? Oh, 4 different colours, but you normally get 5... Yeah, you get 5 sheets, but in 4 different colours. You get 2 white ones. So you get the orange, the blue, the yellow, and 2 whites in there. So you want Dressmaker's tracing paper in colour for £3.95. Now, my little tip here, to save your paper, to make it last longer, is I get a piece of cardboard or very fine... I don't know what wood it's called, actually, because I'm not really... But like a balsa wood, but like a... And if you get just less than half the size of this, maybe a third of the size of this, and then you sellotape that to the board, right? Oh, no. You only get 1 orange. You can... Maybe it doesn't have to be all the same colour, does it? So you could do that. Sellotape it to your board, right? So that it's fixed there all the time. So then when you need to use your tracing wheel, you just think, oh, just get my tracing board out, put that down, put that down. Bob's your uncle. Where's that line gone? Oh, I just... oh, I'm very sorry. What happened there? Oh, there they are. I'm looking in the wrong place. That's why. Duh. Right. I'd be like one of those magicians, wouldn't I? Go, and here it is. Anyway, that's what I think you should use. Right, so that's that tracing paper. Let me just explain what the other tracing paper is now. Right, this is also called tracing paper, and it's not tracing paper at all, it's pattern paper. right? It's Dressmaker's pattern paper. Now, have I not got one of these open? It's literally big sheets of paper. But it's like, it's to make patterns out, to cut your patterns out of. There you go. So don't use your tracing wheel with this because it won't do anything. But when you're adapting your block, you can use this, give it a little iron so you get rid of the creases out of it. You get 3 sheets of this. 3 sheets of that pattern paper. Loads of it there. What we used to use, oh, that'll be horrible on your telly, just white sheets on your telly, but I do apologise, we sell white sheets, so I'm going to show them. In the old days, we used newspaper. We used to use the News of the World because it was that size. News of the World used to be a broadsheet, didn't it? And if you open the pages, they were that big, weren't they? Going back a few years there, aren't I? Say that again? Oh, I don't know, is it still a paper now? Oh, no, that went... Did that one go? Yes, it did, because my friend Rachel was the showbiz editor there. She's working for Snapchat now, and she just travels the world. I said, what do you actually do as your job? And she went, I just travel the world, doing Snapchats, and that's her job. I mean, I'm sure she does other things as well. So this is... Oh, he'll work with her then, because that's where she is. This is plain, right? But you can also get it... squared. So if you want to use the centimetre squares, she just travels the world. She's either in New York or California. She was in Australia recently. I mean, obviously she does work, but while she's doing her work, she has to do Snapchats from around the world. Anyway, so this is the same paper, but with the centimetre squares on it. You see now, another professional paper has dots and crosses on it, so you can follow, you almost follow the seams round. But this is just as good because you've got all those squares. It's like when you draw a picture and you transfer a picture from one to the other. It's just you find out which square you're in. You move you get 3 sheets in there as well. Got a message from Penny. Should you iron the tracing paper first? Yes, Pen. Oh, this tracing paper, yes. Or this tracing paper, but not the carbon-coloured one, because it'll wreck your iron and ironing board. But yeah, I always iron these first. When you work in the industry, these all come on a great big roll, and you literally go along and you slide it like a great big toilet roll. You slide it off like that and pull, and then it's completely clear of creases. But yes, you should do. Sorry for a random question. The what, sorry? Oh, no, this desk... we don't sell this desk. I think it was from a very well-known Swedish furniture company that you can get meatballs at, and they have nice Christmas decorations. This one here is 3 of them sellotaped together. Well, no, they're not sellotaped. Oh, they are still sellotaped, yeah. Come with me. I'm not selling them, but this is one, right? This is just one. That's one, and that's 3 sellotaped together. Okay. Just in case you pop down there. Did we have to screw them together, or did they arrive whole like that? No, I don't mean these. I mean when they come as an individual unit. Don't know, I wasn't here then. I hadn't started then. These were here. Oh, yes, we had that lady, painter and decorator and handyman lady. Roll. There's 3 left. There's only 3 of those left now. It's good, isn't it? We will order it again, hopefully, yeah? £7.45. I know. I look quite fat next to that, don't I? Yes. I'll be better off with that one, I think. That's better. That's more my size. Right. What's next? Oh, hang on. Oh, no. I was going to say I've got more tracing wheels. It's just the tracing wheels in their packets now. Right, I've got scissors. I'm just going to pull out the ones I haven't done. Scissors, quick unpick, and thread. I haven't got any pins. Oh, I have telefib. And I've got the French curve over here. Oh, and I've got this. Sorry. Right, so let's do some scissors first. I'll do 2 pairs of scissors here. Calico, yes, please. Pardon? Is that all? Blimey, can I move on, John Scott? I'm thinking I've got ages thinking. How am I going to fill that? I've got 6 minutes left. Right. And I've got more than 6 things, so these will be very quick. Fiskars, shears. Move those out of the picture, sorry. 25 centimetres. Now, these are good if you're doing lots and lots of dressmaking and quilting. Well, quilters use rotary cutters more, don't they? This is the kind of size of a pair of shears. Now, it's bigger than your normal household scissors, but it is a good size to have, 25 centimetres. That's 10 inches, isn't it? And again, really, really good. Slides through the fabric. Really, really fantastic. They're right-handed, these ones. £22.95. Now, the lady from Fiskars, when we saw her, said she was left-handed. She always uses those as her main scissors. So that's those, £22.95. Now, if you're going for the more, if you want glamour along with utility, these are rose gold coloured scissors. Now, everyone's got these. Joe's got these. Joe bought them for Helen, her mum. Janice has got them. Lots of people got these. Everyone's got these, right? £16.95. These are 21 centimetres. Now, don't be thinking, oh, they're just for looking at, you know what I mean? They're just fancy ones. They're really, really... Now, these aren't as heavy as you imagine they're going to be. Really, really nice scissors. Really beautiful scissors, these. Sliding through. Nice. £16.95. What's next? I haven't got bobbin story. Oh, this. Right now, I've just got to read this. Right? I don't know what that is. You won't get that sticky thing on the back. Oh, in fact, oh no, here you go. Bobbin ring prevents bobbin threads from unwinding. Now, this is brilliant, right? So you're thinking, oh yeah, that's fantastic. To adjust the width of the bobbin channel, submerge the ring in boiling water, please be careful, for 15 to 20 seconds. Remove and press the sides together and then dip in cold water. Right? So what it's saying here is if your bobbins get loose in here and start slipping around, drop it in hot water, push these together, and then drop it in cold water. Doesn't shrink to a different size. Don't be thinking, oh, I could do with ones that big sort of thing. Just tightens up that edge there. So, and also the rubberized side stops the threads all coming out. £9.95. Again, another fantastic little gift for your Christmas stocking. Right. Sandra, it's lovely to see you too, my love. Scissors. Pins even. These could be the... Sandra, that's your fault, put me off. These are the 33mm nickel-plated fine and long dressmaker's pins. These are the ones I use. We do have them in shorter ones as well, but I never use the shorter ones. These are the my personal opinion is I'd use the 33mm ones. You get 320 of them in there for £2.95. I think you use the shorter pins for when you're doing like lace making and attaching things like that. At £2.95 for those. Quick and pick, which is what everybody needs. So, I mean, what can I say? It's a quick and pick with a nice squidgy handle. £2.95. What else can I say? What else can I say? It's sharp. It's pointy. Janice used a lot for feeding fabric through a machine. If you're doing lots of gathering, you feed it through. It's brilliant. £2.95. Oh, yes, I've got this. Now, this one's been used quite a lot, Jay. Oh, no. I'll tell you what it is. It's got a protective cover on it, which needs to come off, really. I'll let Hannah do that, 'cause she likes doing things like that. This is your Imperial. I've not got time to show you exactly what it does from your block, but if you look at the back of here, you'll see all the jobs that it does. Can I have a quick look at what jobs it does? Back neck curve, sleeve cup curve, waistline curves, armhole curves. It's very, very adaptable. Front neck curve. Oops. You see what I mean? All the different alterations you need. If you're not very good at free hand drawing, it's very adding fabric onto adding size on the hips, making curved darts. It's just brilliant, absolutely brilliant, very, very versatile. Oh, the book. There's only 7 left of the book now. There's only 7 left of the book now. Jam coming over there. Right, last but not least. This, very, very quickly, because Amanda's up now doing a jersey dress extravaganza. There's 32 Gutermann threads with free spool stand. I don't know why I've called it a bundle, because that's what you get there. £57.60. £57.60. Lovely, isn't it? So you get all those threads for £57.60, and you get that. Free. Cute, isn't it? This very popular today, £29.99, because you get the sewing box and everything that comes in it. You get pins, you get threads, you get a pin cushion, you get needles, you get a tape measure, you get scissors, and you get the box. Look there, £29.95. Right, don't go anywhere. Amanda Wyatt's up next. Now, she's going to do a 2-hour special, but it's split in the middle. So she's going to do an hour, have an hour off, and then do an hour. We haven't had jersey before. We've got jersey today, so she's going to have an overlocker, she's going to have a sewing machine, she's got jersey, she's got all sorts of things, patterns, everything that she's going to show you. So don't go anywhere. Get yourself a cup of tea, because you love your dressmaking shows, and you're going to get 2 full-on dressmaking shows today, next hour, and then 11 o'clock. So don't go anywhere. We'll see you.
Join us on Facebook. Simply search for The Sewing Quarter and like our page for the latest news and more. There are many ways you can watch Sewing Quarter. We are live every day on Freeview Channel 78 and online at sewingquarter.com from 8 a.m. till 12 noon. But if you've missed a show, don't worry. There are 2 easy ways to catch up. The first is through our website, www.sewingquarter.com, where we repeat that morning's shows throughout the day. On the homepage, you'll see our video stream. Click on the video to hear sound and see a list of the products that we have shown in that day's shows. The second way to catch up is on our YouTube channel. All our shows are kept on YouTube, so if you buy a product and want to see the demonstration again, you can. Go to www.youtube.com/Sewing Quarter, where you'll find all our shows listed by date. Select your preferred date, then, using the description beneath the video, jump to the hour you want to watch. Then you can pause, rewind, play, and skip your way to the bits that you want to watch again. Only on Sewing Quarter, Freeview Channel 78. It's iconic, it's very British, and it's coming to Sewing Quarter this autumn. For the first time in several years, Liberty is launching a new quilting weight fabric range, and you can get your hands on it here. The English Garden collection combines intricate florals with a pastel colour palette inspired by wildflowers. There are 23 prints to choose from, each one lovingly designed in Liberty's signature style. Whether incorporated into patchwork or used in their entirety, these 19th century inspired fabrics will turn any good quilting project into a little Liberty masterpiece. Our quilters will be demonstrating some project ideas to help you make the most of this fabulous new range. So watch this space to hear more about the Liberty English Garden collection, coming soon to Sewing Quarter, Freeview Channel 78. We want to help you make this your craftiest Christmas ever. So on Wednesday the 18th of October, Lucy Brennan will join us to create the perfect placemats for your festive dinner table. Using fabric panels from the Lewis and Irene's popular collection, Lucy will show us how to dine in style. This is a lovely, relaxing project for all abilities, which comes with a generous helping of invaluable hints and tips for a professional finish. So join Lucy Brennan on Wednesday the 18th of October at 8 a.m, only on Sewing Quarter, Freeview Channel 78.
We've not had jersey before. Today is the first. You've been asking for it and asking for it and asking for it. We've got it. We've got it now. Only 3, well, not I say only, 3 gorgeous tones. But hopefully in the future we're going to get lots and lots of different jerseys. But look, how glamorous is this? Now, obviously, it's not made for this stand, so the stand isn't filling it as it should do. But isn't it lovely? A jersey, lovely. How comfortable is this going to be to wear? Isn't it really, really lovely? And also, I'm sure Amanda will tell you later, you could do this little bit underneath here in an alternate colour. If you wanted to just a red flash in there for Christmas, you could do. OK, let me take you through the pattern that's made from and the fabric that's got available. Then we'll go over and we'll, because it's just 2 hours, an hour now and then an hour at 11 o'clock of dressmaking extravaganza. So, the pattern first. Hang on, I haven't got my... There you go. 8 to 60. They're both exactly the same pattern. They just come in the different size ways. So, this one here, the McCall's Mrs. Surplus Top... Oh, that's why it's called Top and Dress, isn't it? Look. Palmer pattern. Size 8 to 16. So, look. This is the one that's on the mannequin here. So that's D there, and Amanda's going to be making option C down there, but you can also make a top, look, 2 different tops there, sleeveless top and one with sleeves. All the instructions, everything on there. Amanda's going to take you through it, don't worry, I'm just showing you them now. Any questions, either email in or web chat in, and we'll answer them during the hour. Well, we'll try our best anyway. And then it's exactly the same pattern, but this time we're going from a size 16 to a 24. Yep, 16 to 24. OK, now the jerseys. The jerseys, you've been asking for jersey. We've got it. The one the dress is made of there, pure black, like black, midnight black. God, look at this. Fabulous stretch to it. Really, really lovely stretch to it. So, oh, I have to scrunch that up, Jay. I'll have to come and fold it up in it. So, is that all it is? £3.95 for half a metre. £3.95 for half a metre. How wide is it before we go over to Amanda? Oh, my word. Oh, my word. 60 inches, 150 centimetres wide. That's fantastic, isn't it? So, come on, John. It's machine washable, 40-degree machine washable as well. And you can tumble dry it on warm. So you could be wearing that one day, whack it in the wash, tumble it, be wearing it the next day. And all the composition of all the fabrics that are in there is on the website. Right, so there's black. And then the one that Amanda's going to be making is in purple. Oh, that's a lovely, rich purple, that one, isn't it? Look, regal, spiritual purple, that one. Uruguayan amethyst purple, that one. £3.95 for half a metre. And then we've got this lovely blue. Now, I would call this midnight blue myself. Because it's not a navy, it's not a French. It's like that gorgeous midnight blue, isn't it? It's a bit creased there, sorry about that. There you go. Again, 60 inches wide, 150 centimetres wide. Graphics coming in. Yeah. There you go. Oh, they've called it navy. I would definitely call it midnight. It's got navy in it, but I'd say midnight. I'd say midnight blue. They've called it navy. £3.95. Right. Oh, I'll check when we go, because I haven't got my glasses on, so I can't tell you. Somebody's asked for the size 24 how much fabric would need, so I'll go and have a look now, because it's going to be, not chaos, that's the wrong word, but as you can see, we've got a whole workroom set up here today, haven't we?
Good morning.
Good morning, how are you? You haven't got your great big height?
I haven't.
Heels on.
Are you all right?
Before we start, somebody's just asked how much fabric they'll need
for the
for
dress
size 24.
Is 3 metres 20.
In option D.
Yeah, 3 metres 20 for the dress, which is the long dress, which is the black one.
So 3 metres 20 for that dress in a size 24.
Yeah.
Brilliant, thank you.
Okay.
Right. So, I'm going to leave you. I'll keep butting in with questions.
Yeah.
Obviously, Amanda's got the overlocker and the sewing machine on the go, and the cutting board, and Jay's going to set up the iron over there, so we're going to be moving around a lot. So let's start with the pattern.
Okay. Oh, I'm so excited.
You should have seen her when she came in this morning. She was like, Jersey. Right.
Okay, so, yeah, the pattern's lovely, really versatile. You can make sleeveless top, sleeve topped, the knee-length dress or the full-length dress.
You're doing the knee-length dress?
I'm going to do the knee-length dress. That was a full-length dress. Yep. It's more of like a maxi. It's not like to the floor going through. So this is the knee-length one. I was sent 3 metres of fabric. as you can see, there's plenty. Okay, I cut the standard 14 out.
Right.
So there's plenty, and so I'll show you how to sort of like utilise the maximum sort of efficiency of cutting as well. Okay, because it is so wide. Is
cutting out on jersey different to cutting out on cotton? Or other fabrics?
Not essentially, but when I had the brief and when I've sort of sent everything in, I use a lot of the quilting tools as well. So it's about showing my method. It's not the be-all and end-all.
No, exactly.
So,
I'm just saying, so there's nothing you have to worry about. If you've not done jersey before, don't worry about the cutting out or anything like that.
No, not at all. And especially with this is called a pont Roma. Okay, so a pont Roma is very stable. So for beginners, it's absolutely fantastic to start with. I would always recommend people that have never done it and they're always a little bit nervous, I always sort of steer them towards pont Romas because they are so stable. Okay, so it's a great start.
Yeah, because when you say jersey's not just... when you say cotton, you know what you're getting, don't you? You know your thread count and everything, you know what you're getting. But when you say jersey, you can get the finest slinky jersey, but you can also get jersey that's, heavy jersey.
You can get really heavy pont Romas, you can get scuba jerseys, you can get cotton knit jerseys, you can get lycra spandex jerseys. So this is what?
This is a mode or what?
This is
says there.
This is a
Ponta Roma.
Ponta Roma, okay? And again, with the fabric, a lot of people, we've got similar in the studio. And because it hasn't got a distinctive right side, wrong side, okay, people sort of go, oh, which way do I sort of like put it down? The way to always sort of tell which is the right and the wrong side is to actually look at your selvage edge.
Right.
Okay? And it should be, you'll find that the right side is a lot smoother than the back. And sort of like where it's, you can just sort of feel the bobbles and then you can actually sort of see the way that it's knit together.
Right.
Okay? So the bobbly bit on the selvage edge, that would be the back edge. Okay, so that's the back. And I generally tend to always cut with the right side facing out.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I know a lot of patterns will sort of say put right sides together, but when I then start to sort of mark out and use my carbon paper, I like to slip it in between and do it that way. Otherwise, you're flipping it backwards and forwards.
Okay, so now what do you do if you've cut, say you've cut two of those and you're working on one and you've walked away, you haven't got a selvage on there. Do you mark up each of your pieces?
I do, yeah. Either a little bit of chalk or a safety pin with a bit of a ribbon, something like that, something that you can distinguish which is the right or the wrong side.
So as long as you just choose which way. So if you're using chalk, obviously you put a cross on the back.
Yeah.
But if you're using a safety pin or something, you can just choose which one you want. But as long as you mark all of them the same, then you know they are all the back or they're all the front.
That's right. And I never actually sort of take my pattern pieces off until I'm ready to use them as well.
Okay.
So that's always another, just in case. I mean, I have in the past just put like a dressmaking pin in and obviously it'll slip out. Okay.
Right.
All right.
So the pattern pieces.
Pattern pieces. There's not that many pieces to it. I can't remember now how many. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pattern pieces. So that's not too many, again, for a good beginner. All right.
Diana asked how much fabric do you need for the dress you're making. For the short one, you were sent 3 metres, but you've got a good...
Yeah, I would say you would probably get about 2 metres out of it. Depends what size you're going to
For size 12.
For a size 12, you will need...
You're right.
Yeah, 2.5 metres. It's just that on the seed it's saying with a contrast. So it's saying 190 for your main fabric and 50 centimetres for your contrast. So I would say 2.5 metres.
Okay, that's to make the shorter one.
Yeah.
And how much to make that
was with
one
the long
in the size
sleeves,
12?
Yeah. That would be 270. So yeah,
so 3. You'd have to buy 3 metres.
So 2.5 for the shorter dress it would be ample.
Okay, brilliant.
Okay?
Sorry.
So one other thing that I wanted to go over with the pattern as well. Most commercial dress patterns are always made for a B-cup lady in the bust area.
B-cup.
A B-cup.
Okay.
That's the standard, and the standard is a 5'6" as well.
Okay.
So I always
you're
have
not
to
either.
have to lengthen.
Yes.
And so we do what we call a full bust adjustment or an FBA.
Right.
Okay. But the lovely thing about some of the McCall patterns, which are the Palmer patterns, is that they actually have the markings out for you. So it sort of demystifies some of it. So it's got, and all the instructions are on the instruction sheets, on the information. But you're literally sort of cutting up a line, which sort of seems a little bit sort of drastic.
So is this if you want to make it
a little bit roomier?
So if you're not a B, say you're a D.
Yeah.
Before you cut your fabric out,
you need to alter your pattern.
You have to alter your pattern, okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
And all it means is that what you need to do, because of the bust is so much fuller, you just need a little bit more length to come down, so the fabric that goes. So if you've been wearing ready-made sort of clothes and you are sort of a smaller frame but a bigger bust, you generally tend to always sort of like pulling it down because you just need that little bit more fabric to come over the top. So it is a case of actually just slicing through the pattern, and it's got line A.
Yeah.
And then we're coming up through to the apex, through the apex and up through to the arm, okay? And then a line 2. And it is just literally a slash and a spread, which in essence will pull this area down, okay, and widen and give more fabric in the fuller bust area, and then lengthen the front.
Brilliant.
Okay?
And that's all in the instructions. So nothing to be frightened of, is it?
Not at all. Not at all.
It is like when I did my dressmaking pattern, when you open darts and Rio, it's just giving you that little extra fullness where it's needed, rather than just making the whole thing bigger.
Which then it will just hang off
because then your shoulders are too big and everything like that. It just...
Sloppy. Yeah. Okay.
Josephine, dressmaking, hooray. More dressmaking, please. It's very blowy in the Isle of Man. Is the Isle of Man on the way where that...
the Isle of Man. It's made me mummy's.
Oh, is it?
That's
she waved to the ferries, she go over the bridge.
Yeah.
Is that... Will they get the hurricane today? I don't know where the Isle of Man is. That's down the bottom, isn't it?
No,
That's the Isle of Wight.
It's in the middle of the Irish Sea.
I'm worried about this hurricane because I've got to drive to York and I don't want to be blown all over there. But they said it's on the Irish side. Anyway, sorry, carry on.
OK, so I thought I'd just sort of show the one cutting out piece of pattern work. So what I did for the front and the back, because they're quite sort of like long and skinny pieces, OK, is actually fold the selvage edge into the centre.
Right.
And then the other side into the centre. So you're creating 2 folds.
Well, it's because it's so wide, isn't it? Because that's what a normal fabric folds in half would be like, almost,
that's right.
Isn't it? Yeah.
Because otherwise you'd put it at your pattern pieces that need to be positioned on the fold, you'd put them down, cut them out, and then you've still got a big wasted area that probably isn't much use to do anything else. But by doing it this way, you're then going to be left with a much larger piece that you can then use. And with jersey, I love you can get away with doing a T-shirt and sort of putting the sleeves in as a different colour, or if you have a raglan and neck bands and things like that. So you can really use your jersey and your fabric up to the best.
Just so you know, the purple is the most popular. It's flying out, the purple jersey.
It is, it's lovely. So we're making sure that the grain line that we folded is nice and even.
I was going to say, is it like when you've got cotton, you cut with the straighter grain or on the bias something? Is it important to get the grain?
It is, yeah, because otherwise it will be twisted.
Right.
Okay, so I've measured that in. Again, I tend to pinch the quilter's rulers, and I just work from the fold, placing a line over that fold, and then I'll just position my pattern piece. So the grain line, or that centre fold, which is going to be parallel to the grain line, is underneath another line.
Okay.
And that way I know that it's then exactly where it should be, and it's going to be straight. We can pin it through, just anchor that in there. And then, if you wish to, if you're going to use, I tend to use the rotary blade, So just pop on your fabric weights.
Now, just before you go any further, we get the fabric weights in blue there for £12.50. Well, I've got nowhere else to go at the moment. Okay, I know what I can do. Before we start sewing, I'll just put that down like that. That's better. They also come in pink. They also come in pink as well. Did you not? Were you not sent the pink ones?
I've been given pink ones. I've never been given blue ones.
Oh, they come in pink as well.
Okay.
Right, sorry.
So I tend to rotary blade and cut out with jersey, and again it's really nice, especially around the bottom hemlines, because you can get a really nice smooth area. Sorry.
No. I was going like that. No. I was going like that. I hadn't even noticed that. I was going to say, because as a dressmaker, I don't know any dressmakers that use rotary cutters to cut out patterns.
Really?
It's all... Everyone I know uses scissors, but that's because we're all old like me, I suppose.
Yeah, I like a rotary blade because it's quick and easy. Again, when you're sort of like progressing on with different jerseys, so sort of something like this, which was a little bit slippier with a viscose in it, you can get a really nice smooth line. Whereas with a scissors, you've got those cut lines. Yeah. And it's nice and quick as well, and you're not sort of like lifting up the pattern piece.
Now, so has the seam, does there seam allowance included in the pattern?
The pattern, it is, yeah. Okay. So let's go through it. And you can go around curves quite nicely with it as well.
All I'd say is, I don't want to teach my grandmother to suck eggs, but just be careful, because that is a sharp blade. So don't go all gung-ho. Do take your time doing it.
OK. This one's not particularly sharp.
I mean, obviously, if you see, even if it was me, I'd be using scissors. If you're used to using scissors, then you can use scissors.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
But as you say, you get such a clean line.
Get a nice clean line. And again, it's just... When I'm teaching this year, I just like to give people different options. Like I say, the way I do things isn't necessarily, you know... I don't think there's always, like, a right and a wrong way. It's whatever you feel comfortable working with. Exactly. So I like to sort of just give people different options, techniques, and you find what is comfortable and more enjoyable for yourself.
OK.
OK, so that's cut out. Then, I'm not sure where my other little scissors have gone.
Oh, what do you need, sorry?
Oh, that's it. OK, so when you've got your notches in your, which are your markup places, again, you know, sometimes I've seen people and they're trying to cut in and out and in and out, or they'll cut a big V in. Just literally put in little snips.
It's really sharp, mate.
Yeah. OK, I might use my plique scissors because I think they're a little bit sharper. So a single...
That build.
Yeah. OK, so again, we've pinched them from the quilters because I wanted to use these for the neck edge later in the second bit. OK, so if you've got a double notch, which your double notches are always sort of indicating the back part of the pattern, so on your sleeve areas, so you'll have a double notch.
Yes.
I will just then cut a snip either side, so it's a wider area, which then indicates to me that that is the back area, the back part. OK, so just...
She's using the double scissors at the moment because the little snippies haven't been sharpened.
Very sharp.
And she can't cut into the fabric. We'll get some sharp snip scissors for you.
OK. Right, so your first piece then is this one here. So
and what is that bit? I don't recognise that pattern piece.
This then is going to be the insert, OK?
Oh, so that's... Can I just go over here and just show so on here, sorry. That's the bit here where I said in the opening that could be a different colour. Is that that bit in there?
That's right, yeah.
The V inside there. It's black on black here, so let me... it's basically... Oh, can you see it there? It's not laying properly on that picture, but there you go, yeah. It's just the insert there. So if you wanted to do a different coloured jersey in that little bit, just a glimpse of for Christmas, do a red one or something, would be nice. That was obviously the black dress there. Right.
So again, yeah, it's great for sort of stash busting as well. So if you've got sort of a little bit left over, then you can...
Oh, now you're pinning.
Right, so I'm just going to pin just so I don't get any sort of slippage. So these pieces are folded in half, wrong sides together. OK, so as I took my pattern piece off, I just literally folded.
So this is the right side?
This is the right side that is showing now. So I'm just going to place these together. There we go. And the pattern will tell you to baste, but for speed, I will just go straight in with the overlocker.
Oh, OK.
OK. So you can baste that in place to save using your pins, because obviously the overlocker does not like pins, so you wouldn't be going
No,
with
exactly.
those.
You have to be very... That's why I was surprised you were pinning it, that was all.
OK. Yeah, just literally to sort of get those in place. So what we're going to do is just literally join them together and neaten off, OK? And again, you're doing it on your 5/8 seam allowance.
Right.
All right? OK, so I've set the overlocker up with 2 needles, 4 threads, because that's for construction.
Yes, because you're actually doing a line of stitching and the finishing off at the same time.
That's right.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know whether the camera can get in.
I don't know if we can get over there.
No,
that's the problem.
OK, so it's got 2 little markers, which will tell you which are in line with the 2 needles. And the solid line, I'm just going to keep the outer edge, the raw edge, in line with the solid line, and then that will give me my 5/8 seam allowance.
I was going to say, that's how you worked out. Now, if you haven't got an overlocker,
okay,
or if you want to do a fitting on it, you could still do a machine line of stitching at your 5/8, couldn't you? To try it on before you then overlocked it off or finish the edges off.
Absolutely. This little bit on the fitting isn't too bad on the fitting. Right, okay. It is more this front piece, okay, because this is just literally
because that's literally just sitting there,
insert underneath. Okay.
So now, because you're cutting, you're machining along the 5/8 of an inch line, you are cutting some off as well, aren't you?
I am, yes.
I'll show you that in a second.
Okay, so I'm just keep the chains off. So yeah, we've cut off sort of 1/4 of an inch.
Yes, that's all that's come off. But we'll show you the finished edge in a second. That's all that's come off. I'm sorry we're not able to show you both machines at the same time, you see. So unless I was just to be carrying one across and all the time, it wouldn't have worked.
Now again, I've set up and I've got grey thread in. Okay, because grey thread is such a good, versatile overlocking thread.
Yes.
And it will really blend with so many fabrics.
Okay.
Okay. So
now, Hannah's just said you're cutting your seam allowance off, but you're not cutting all of it off.
No.
Because you're cutting your... Sorry, I'm taking over here, but you're sewing along the 5/8 of an inch seam allowance that you would be sewing along with one needle.
Yeah.
Then the other needle is doing the stitching around it and cutting the edge off just to neaten it, isn't it?
That's right. Okay, so whether the camera can get in on there.
Yeah.
So that's with the grey thread. And this is where we've got, that's the stitch line.
Yeah.
The one in the middle then is anchoring down the upper looper, and then the back of it, and that is the lower looper.
Really works well on jersey, doesn't it?
It's absolutely fantastic.
So now that'll stretch, if you want it to move, that'll move.
And that's why it's so good as well, because of all the threads, it actually still stretches with it.
Okay, brilliant.
Okay. So with the Pont Romas as well, this one particularly, it's got a good amount of stretch to it. I would say it's more of a 2-way stretch. So again, for people that haven't worked with jerseys before, you might hear sort of terms saying a 2-way stretch or a 4-way stretch. The 2-way stretch is when it's going from side to side. And then when it's going on grain, there's not that much play through there. So that is more of a 2-way stretch. And that stretch needs to go across the body because that's where we need most of the movement.
Yes.
Okay. Get rid of that pattern piece.
Oh, now the overlock threads, they come in a bundle. I don't know why we've got 4 different ones on here. Ignore mine. You can get these in a bundle of 4 in the grey. Now, very quick question before we move on. If you're sitting at home, I'll just put the grey one in, right? If you're at home, right, and you're making a purple dress, then you're making a black dress, then you're making a red dress, then you're making a gold glitter dress, do you have to have all your overlocker threads in all different colours all the time to keep changing?
No, you don't. You can mix and match them. I would always say sort of it's your upper and lower looper, the ones that you're going to see the most.
Right.
It may be that your fabrics, say like with mine, is white inside.
Oh, yes.
But then you've got your colour, so you can put your needle colour, your needle thread as one colour to blend in with your fabric where you've got that little bit of stretch, and you can go white on the rest of it. So it really doesn't matter. You can literally mix and match.
So we've got 3 different colours to sew. We've got the grey. There's the grey. Yeah, there's the grey. There's the still. £31.80. Now, it's very, very important to use your overlocking threads. So £31.80 is the grey. We've also got it in black. Yeah, but I thought you were doing stills. Okay. We've also got it in black. Yeah, I just need to know these things. That's all. There you go. £31.80 for the black. Are you getting 4 of those? And then we've got white. Or I might have just shown you. Oh, no, that's right. So it's white. And we've also then got navy as well. And also got navy as well. Okay, right, okay. The other thing is if you get in the overlocker, the booklet that comes with the overlocker has got all of these. So Amanda just said, for your stitching line, use this thread, and it's all in the booklet. Or you can go to YouTube. Amanda does the most incredible demonstration where we're just doing the overlocker. I'll try and find out the date for you, that you can just watch Amanda doing the overlocker, because she's got so much passion. She knows every nuance of every little thing. She knows about it, you see. So, but it is, if you want to watch that, or when you get it, you'll see in the book, it's just so brilliantly explained in the booklet. Right.
Okay, so what I'm doing now is just lining up the 2 pieces, the 2 inserts.
Right.
So I'm just laying my pattern piece on the top, and you've got a centre front line.
Oh, okay.
So I'm just putting a pin on the underneath of my fabric through there, in line with it. And I just checked with the ruler as you go up through the straight, just to sort of see where that matches up, which is through there. So I'm then going to just mark another pin line. Same on the other side. Okay. And then they are then going to match up. Plus you've got your 2 notches underneath. So you've got your 2 notches. So you've got 4 layers of fabric going together there. Right. The other thing to sort of like think about when you're sort of going, oh, well, you know, there's different degrees of stretch within fabrics. On the back of the patterns as well, it also says, it gives you how much stretch you will actually need, yeah? So you'd lay your fabric on the black bar.
Oh, yes,
and as long as it then stretches to the end of the white bar, you know that fabric will be have enough stretch.
That's brilliant. On the question of fabric, Jo, morning. She says, morning both, love your dressmaking, Amanda. How much material for size 18? Size 18, so the D, which is the long one, you'll need to buy 3 metres. It's £2.8 metres. Oh, no, hang on. Yeah, that's for D. 2.8 metres, so you need to buy 3 metres. And then for the C, again, if you're going to do the contrast, it says 2.3 metres plain, or so you could get the shorter dress at a 2.5 metres, but you'd need a contrast 0.5 metre to do this cross bit with here.
Yeah.
I hope that helps, Jo.
Okay, so I'm just going
So now you're going to the sewing machine. You've been on the overlock, and now you go off to the sewing machine.
On the sewing machine, yeah. So what I'm doing is I'm just basting that centre line together. So I've just lengthened up the stitch length to a stitch length of 5.
Okay, I've got questions. Needle, did you change your needle from a normal needle?
Yes, we've got a stretch ballpoint needle in. Okay, so you can work with a stretch or a ballpoint.
Yeah, I was going to say, we've got ballpoint needles, yeah.
Okay, so the difference between a stretch and a ballpoint needles, well, both of them are rounded ends.
Yeah.
Okay, the way they're manufactured is that they've got a rounded end. So it'll actually push through the fibres rather than the normal universal needles, which will actually sort of pull it and snag.
Yes.
The difference between when people sort of go, well, do I use a ballpoint or a stretch? There's not too much difference. Ballpoint is better for heavier weight fabrics such as scubas and pont roamers. Yeah. So these are ideal. And then a stretch is for finer knits.
So would you use a stretch one on this? Because this is that's a much finer, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now, I need to ask you about the stitch as well. When I worked for Diana and we did all the costumes for, like, cats and things like that, and before all of this, we used to have to stretch the fabric through the machine when we stitched it. You haven't stretched anything there at all. You've just left it
as it is,
completely flat.
Yeah. I would always recommend to sort of pre-wash before you sort of actually do, just in case there is any sort of shrinkage.
The jersey,
yeah, and any fabric if you for dressmaking.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
The bottom line is because everybody launders their clothes differently, so
Yes.
it's just in case that there is. You've got to allow for a 5 to 10% shrinkage.
Even with jerseys, then.
With anything, yeah.
Because I know with cottons, because it's automatic, I would automatically do that. But I would have thought I didn't think about jersey, but
Yeah, they may not, but it's just that
Safety.
safeguard.
Oh yes, because if you made a whole frock,
And
you
then
wear
it's
it
like-
once, chuck it in the washing machine, and the next time it's for your daughter.
I mean, yeah. I mean, with a jersey, it's going to stretch and it's going to give.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you're going to sort of tumble dry, the amount of times my brother-in-law has just, when I've been to see them, I've had
What's he
to...
doing with jersey dresses?
The amount of clothes I've left for my niece when she was a lot smaller.
Right.
Okay, so we're on to the front pieces now. So again, this is quite a large piece. There's 2 of them. And you've got a series of pleats that we're going to pop in.
Before we just show that, we're just going to put the needle in then. Sorry. Oh, OK, no, don't put it in. Carry on. Sorry about this. We're having issues again with the computer. Sorry about this. Carry on, Amanda, because it's one.
No problem. So I've put, again, all these, like, little nicks into the fabric.
OK, and what are they? They're your pleats,
They're for the pleats.
OK.
OK, so all the pleats, we're going to join these pieces. So, again, this is my outside.
Yes.
So I'm going to fold it
Yeah.
and fold it so I know that they're the right way round.
Yeah.
And I say, although they're like really similar, if you do happen to get one piece the wrong way round, it's just when you're in certain lights.
Oh, yes.
You'll just sort of have that little bit
It's
of a
like,
two-tone effect.
but it's like when you go to award ceremonies and men who've just bodged their tuxedo suits together and think, oh, it's black and black, and then they get under a certain light, and then, it's different fabric, different nap, different, and it lights different, even though it's black and black. So you fold it in half.
Yeah.
So the whole panel is, before you start, is going to be. So you've got a fold on the front. You haven't got to. So your front edge is a fold.
It's
you haven't
because
got to finish.
They actually,
cross over. That's
yeah. So it gives it a nice sort of smooth edge. So again, I'm just going to put these together. Again, you can baste around these arm areas and down the side. Okay, but for a little bit of quickness, I'll go straight through it. So with the pattern piece, okay, all the pleats you've got, you can put in tailor tacks if you wish to. You can also put in, on the underneath piece, use your tailor chalk with the tracing wheel.
I was going to say, the one I've just shown, you can either use tracing wheel or you can use the chalk marker that's in, you know.
And just sort of like draw up your lines if you wish to. Okay. So I always then have the pattern piece folded the way I'm actually working with it. Yeah. And it's the small, everything's coming over to that folded area. Okay, so the first little notch I'm ignoring, okay, because that is your centre mark.
Yes, yeah.
All right, so you've then got your next 2. So they then fold one to the other. So we put a pin.
Nice bent pin there.
Yeah, it's had an interesting, busy life.
Yes.
The next one comes across. So that one just then butts up next to...
Yeah, so there's just knife pleats going across the front. Now, it's unusual that normally you'd do a knife pleat going away from the centre.
Yeah.
Because it's more flattering, like on a skirt. If you're putting knife pleats in, you put them going away from the centre to create that flat. But these are actually going the opposite and going towards the inside. Quick question from Sarah. Does the overlocker need jersey or ballpoint needles then? No,
they're fine. The ones that come with it will actually work absolutely ideal. Because you've got so much pressure from the foot, it just pushes through. Yeah. OK, so we're then going to create these on the other side.
Are you going to baste across the bottom of those?
I certainly am, yeah.
OK, when we baste across the bottom, I'll show you the thread, the needles that you can use.
That's coming across.
It looks lovely in the purple, doesn't it? Because it's giving it real depth inside the knife pleats. It's kind of giving it that lovely depth, isn't it?
It is a beautiful colour. There we go. So that's the 2 pieces.
So you can see it coming together. Can I just show on you where that's actually going to go?
So that will then sit
So that's there your two. And what's brilliant is this is on the fold here, so you've got no seam creating bulk or anything like in the V coming down, have you?
So I'm going to just baste across the bottom.
While you baste across the bottom, I'll show you the needles. Yep. These are the jersey needles here. You go to the website, you see all sorts of needles, but they're the jersey ones that we'd use with this, the Ballpoint. $2.45, add it to your order there. Now you've got the sizes 10 to 14 on the Ballpoint needle as well. Is that the same as with cottons and silks? Yeah. The finer your jersey, the finer needle you'd use. Yeah. So what would you advise for this one? A 12, do you think?
A 12 would be ideal.
Yeah, because you've got 2 10s, 2 12s and a 14 in there. And is jersey, how often would you change, if you're working with jersey a lot, like which you are, how often would you change your needle in your machine?
The same rule of thumb, to be honest.
With a normal machine?
Yeah, every significant project, or at least every 8 hours of sewing.
New needle.
A new needle, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Jay, you listening to that? Oh, so now you're basting around the whole of the armhole as well?
Yeah, just to get rid of my pins.
Yeah.
It's just while you've got it on basting and you're in that area.
Might as well.
Okay, so that's that one.
Right, purple fabric, purple jersey, still the most popular of all the fabrics. Just lay that down for you. Oh, a couple more questions regarding sizes. While you're stitching that, I'll answer these. Wendy, how much fabric for version B, size 20? Right, B. Say that again. B is the top, yeah? B is the top, right? I'll show you on the back. I'll show you on the back first of all, right? So you've got A is the sleeveless top. Oh, B is the top. Oh, can you see that? There you go. B is the top with sleeves. C is the shorter dress, which is the one Amanda's making. And then D is the one, the black one on the stand. So B in a size 20 for Wendy. Right, hang on. B, size 20. 1.9 metres. So you'd have to buy 2 metres. 2 metres. But if you want to do the contrast on, it says 50 centimetres of the... So would you have to add those two together, do you think? If you don't use contrast, you use all purple, or is that enough to make... 190, would it be enough to make that top, or with the contrast in there?
2 metres would be enough for a top.
Yeah, 2 metres be plenty, Wendy, in a size... Oh, let me just check. Do I say... Yeah, 2 metres in a size 20 for that top, for B top with the sleeves would be plenty.
Yeah.
Margaret, hello both. For size 16, do I need smaller or larger, as they both say size 16? It'll be the same 16. Let me just check. I'll just check. Usually has the sizes on, doesn't it? 1 3/4. Oh. No, that's right. The 16 in there is exactly the same as the 16 in there. It's just a crossover. So it depends whether you want to make it again for a friend who's your size or a little bit more curvaceous, or for you and a friend who's skinny. I'm a champion of curves, me. When I was at this morning, I always used to be the champion of the curved lady. Because I just think, anyway.
Real women.
Yeah, exactly.
I've got to say that now.
Oh. Right.
Okay, so we've put our underlay together and basted.
Okay, let's just get that on the upstairs camera.
Okay, so that's basted through the centre.
So that's the centre front there.
Yeah, that basting will come out.
Yes, but this is the one that could be a different colour if you want it to be. The pattern says... See, you wouldn't need... It says ½ a metre for that. You don't need ½ a metre.
No.
Anyway, if you're going to do a contrast colour, that's what the contrast colour... But I love it out of the same colour. So that's the bit that Wendy did earlier. Wendy asked the question. Amanda did earlier. So now this...
So these are then the overlays, the front pieces with the pleats in.
Yeah.
OK, so this is where your notches then will match up.
Right.
OK, so we're matching the notches.
They're just coming right in now, and it's difficult to see that. There you go.
So, so your notches here are matching up.
Yeah.
OK, so we'll...
So they're the centre front notches, aren't they?
They are,
yeah.
OK, so we'll pop a into there.
Yeah.
And then we're just going to match the raw edges. So it is quite bulky, but don't panic. Okay, just
Hannah's
don't
panicking.
panic.
This is where your longer needles come in. Remember I said earlier we've got longer needles and short needles. This is where your longer needles come. Oh, hang on. I'll do your question in a minute, my love. Did I say pins? I meant pins, sorry. Sorry, pins.
Okay, so again, that matches up. So where the contrasts, if we call them, have crossed over, the centre fronts just literally butt together.
Yeah.
On
the overall.
On this pleated area.
Can I have that question back, Hannah? Is that possible? It was either Diane or Diana, I think. Oh, right. A good question. I know what my answer would be, but I'll ask Amanda. Could you use a different fabric for the insert, such as chiffon? Yeah. What you'd have to be careful is the insert isn't going to stretch
as
the
much.
Same as the dress. That's
and
the only
because you
problem.
haven't got, because you're not got a zip or anything like that, and it's pulling over, you've got to be careful that it doesn't sort of pull.
Yeah.
I'd have something with a little bit of ease with it.
Or maybe if you used a chiffon or another fabric, cut it on the bias.
Yeah.
So then it's got a bit of stretch in it. Depends how skilled. Oh no, you're skilled. I know. I've seen your pictures. Yeah, Diana, you could do it, but I think you'd need to cut it on a bias. That's all. Right. So you pinned across the bottom.
Yeah. Okay. And then we're then going to match the notches again. So the folds match, and you'll have a little bit of overhang at the end, so don't panic thinking they don't match.
I just saw you panic. You had a bit of panic in your eye then when you did that. Penny, hello, John, me again. Do I need an overlocker to make this dress? Also, how easy is an overlocker to thread up? Penny, do you know what? Some overlockers are terrifying, aren't they?
Easy.
I'll get the date that Amanda did the overlocker from the office in the break and everything. And you can watch Amanda do it because... Can I turn this machine round? I'll just turn this machine round, right? This machine is brilliant because each of the different threads have got a colour. Now, obviously, you don't need to put a red one in. But then what you do is when you thread this up, you follow... Now, it might look complicated, but you follow each of those threads with the colour. But do you know what I always used to do, Pen? Once it's threaded up, when you change your thread, you just cut it here. Am I right?
Yeah.
Not pull through, and then they all come through like that. And no, you don't need an overlocker to make this dress. What stitch would you use if you were doing the whole thing on a machine with your jersey or your ballpoint needle? Yeah. And you haven't got an overlocker, you've just got a machine. What stitch would you use?
If you've got your machine does a stretched jersey, which is like a little lightning bolt, then I would use that. I would always sort of baste together and fit it because that stitch is just a nightmare to unpick. Okay? So always baste together, do your fitting, and then sew over the top properly. So on this one, I mean, it's number 10. It just depends what machine that you've got.
Just point out the shape of it, because in case they don't know the name of it.
It's number 10 here. So...
Yeah, so it's like a zigzag, but not a
really close little zigzag through there.
Yeah. So you can use a zigzag as well. Can't you
can. So if you have got if you haven't got the lightning bolt, I'd use a zigzag and put it on a 1.5 or a 2 width and length. Okay, just something very narrow that's still got that little bit of give. And what happens is that the fabric will actually stretch with it. Whereas, I mean, you can, if you've got vertical seams going down, you can use a straight stitch because they're not having so much strain.
Exactly.
It's anything that's going across, you need the stretch, otherwise they're going to pop.
Okay, and Abigail's just asked, what's the advantage of using the overlocker? The advantage of the overlocker is it cuts off the edges as well, but also the stitches stretch with the fabric.
And it just finishes it off really lovely.
And it's got a nice finish off,
But you can pink and shear. That's the lovely thing about jersey is that it won't fray.
Yes.
It will not fray at all.
That's what I was saying in the meeting yesterday. 11th of September, if you want to YouTube it, you've done 2, haven't you, with the overlocker? There was the 11th of September and another one, but the 11th of September, Amanda was in doing the overlocker. So you want to watch her threading the overlocker and just concentrating just on the overlocker, then that's the show to go to on YouTube. Put in sewing quarter and the date, and then you'll find it. Right, so what are you doing now?
So I'm just basting the shoulder areas together.
So you've The under bit and the actual over bit.
Yeah. So you've got 4 layers of fabric that
and
are
you're going through it all right, are you?
Yeah, absolutely fine. So again, I'm still on my basting stitch. Generally, I would tend to sort of use a basting stitch with a different colour.
Yes.
Just like white.
Because they're coming out,
They're
aren't
going to
they?
come out anyway. And then I'm just going to then baste across the bottom through all of these layers. Okay, so I've lost count how many is going through here.
Oh, everyone's saying thank you, Amanda, for all the answers to the questions. Well, that's what we're here for, really, isn't it? That, we don't want to just be in your normal shop. Obviously, we're selling things, but we also want you to be part of it. So if you've got any questions and our experts or I can help, then that's what it's all about. It's all about sharing anyway, isn't it? Because we come to your lessons wherever you teach around the country or whatever to learn, for you to impart. You learn because somebody told you.
Absolutely.
And we're the same. We want to be able to help you.
I think that's the nice thing about sort of the sewing community, that it is just a big sharing.
Yes.
You know, everybody's quite keen, you know, just to sort of keep the sewing aspect sort of going, because, you know, there's a lot of, you know, the areas that, you know, can be dying out, really.
Well, yes, because you think of, yes, exactly, because fashion's become so disposable income-wise, isn't it? So that people don't need to. But also, like you said earlier, 10 of us could make that dress, and we could all make it slightly differently, couldn't we? So nothing is hard and fast. So if you, you know what I mean? Like, so it always happens when Jennifer Mills and I do a pattern cutting show, because we always go, oh, I wouldn't do it like that. But it's neither of them are right or wrong. But we show. Well, I've got a picture from who? Pauline's made this dress.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
that's beautiful.
now, look. She made it what? She'd already got the pattern, right? But she loves it so much, she's made a couple more. Now, you see that the V at the front? That's the contrast. It's not attached to the dress. That's this bit. So the green on that dress there is this bit here, the underlaying bit.
Totally.
The underlaying bit on there. So you either can have it the same colour or like there. You can do it in the... Thank you, that was beautiful. And that, again, was using a print, like... Because once you went into the world of jersey, it's just...
Yeah.
Because you get those kind of fabric with, like, photographs and everything. I mean, it's just fantastic.
Some of the digital print ones are just beautiful.
Right. Back to the sewing.
Okay, so that's your front.
Yes.
Okay, so we're now going to start attaching it to the back.
No, I was just looking, because we've got the two whole hours.
Yeah,
it's nice not to have to rush, isn't it?
I know. Okay, so the back. Okay, so it's nice long piece.
I'll just put that. That is that. I'm not going to put it on me because I look silly, but that is that just whole front section there.
Yeah.
So it's almost like an empire line, isn't it?
It is. So it's very flattering.
Yeah. I'll tell you what empire line's good for you. If you're apple-shaped or if you're pear-shaped and you don't like it, because when you get the seam under the bust there, it then creates this image of, like, length from there downwards. So it's really... And it hides a multitude of sins as well, doesn't it?
It certainly does. So, yeah, it's, like you say, it lengthens the body.
Have a look. Have you got a picture of the whole dress there? Oh, can you see it on there? Yeah, you go. So the empire line is where it's got a seam... Rather than having a waist line on the dress, your seam is just below the bust, and then you look at the length that it creates from under the bust line there down to the hem. It just creates, even on the shorter one that Amanda's doing now, it'll still give you that look as well. Right, back of the dress.
So
I'm presuming the back of the dress is much simpler.
It is, yes.
You all right?
Yeah, I was going to say, it was just sort of, again, when you fit in, this is why I love these, some of the McCall patterns. It's even got, if you're a dancer or you've got quite a hollow back, a sway back, they've even got the alteration. So if you've used to sort of like having pooling at the back, a lot of fabric in the small of your back, it's even got how to do a sway back alteration. So again, it's just slashing that through and pulling the fabric, the pattern across, which just takes out that excess of fabric, and that way it will sit really nice and flat rather than pulling through. I thought I'd just mention that.
Hannah's saying, has she got a dancer's physique? You don't need that. You don't need that, Hannah. That's not for you.
Okay.
She says, can you do it the opposite way round? Because she's more like a weeble. Not me saying that. It's not me saying that. Yes, right.
Okay, so with the back on the inside, All right.
So now, is this the right side or is this the wrong side?
This is the wrong side
the wrong
because
side.
that's how it was cut and folded.
Yep.
So that is my inside. I want me white because that will show up better.
You got it?
Yeah. Okay, so you can just
That's all you need to do is just for you, just a little cross like that.
Mark through.
So you know that that's the wrong side.
Yeah. Okay. Now what we're going to do, because the back with a jersey, our shoulders are our coat hanger and it's going to hang from our shoulders. So to stop it from stretching out at all, I love this.
Oh.
Okay. So this is the seam binding. Okay. It's fusible and it's already got a row of...
show it. Can we got that to the...
A row of stitching on it. It's 12 millimetres wide and it's stitched where you've got an 8 millimetre and a 4 millimetre section. Okay.
Is it called Form Band T12 Bias Tape T12?
That's the one. And I love it.
Your hands are cold. Do you want me to put the heating on?
No, not at all.
It's good to have cold hands when you're dressmaking. I'm not trying to hold hands, I promise. $6.95. So this is how it comes, right? So we'll explain how it works. What does it do then? So
okay. Brilliant. Love it.
Okay.
Okay. It's a must. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to place it across the shoulder areas, okay? And that's going to actually stop the fabric from stretching out and bagging, all right? So it's great on shoulders. It's great around necklines, and we're going to be using it on the neckline as well.
So, like, I've got T-shirts that this will...
Yeah.
A couple of washes. So it'd be good to have put in the neckline because the necklines... Because the rest of the T-shirt's fine. It's just the neckline's gone on...
Goes baggy, and it's absolutely brilliant. Yeah, I've popped it on this.
Okay.
Just swear by it. You can use a little bit of interfacing if you want to, sometimes, or some patterns will sort of put a stay tape in, or the swim elastic, okay? But a pack of this will go such a long way, and it's just great in your stash.
But also, after you've gone to all the trouble of making a dress like this,
the
last thing you want is after a couple of washes...
that it starts bagging out.
Starts bagging and getting on. Right, so what are you doing now?
So all I'm going to do is just mark my seam allowance. I mean, generally...
like your 5/8 of an inch?
Your 5/8, yeah.
It's not working very well. Do you want me to have a look?
I'm just...
You've not got the thread?
It's just... That's it.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
I annoy a lot of my ladies, and they sort of go, how do you know that? Yeah, it's hard to explain.
How do you know what? Are you having trouble with that?
Yeah, it just keeps... That's it.
Okay.
Because I can sort of like pin a line or mark a line, and it is generally smack bang on. Okay, but just to demonstrate that that's where your 5/8
yes, because as you get experience, I can do 5/8 of an inch spot on every time because it's what I've always done. But if somebody then said to me, do a 3/8 of an inch, or in quilting, do a 1/4 of an inch, I'm like, right. Okay, so that's your actual. That would be your seam line to sew the shoulder. Wouldn't it?
And so we're going to place on the stitch line that stitch onto that 5/8 there. Okay. And then we're just going to press that into place.
Okay.
So we'll need to go.
Oh, half of it's already gone. Half of this is already gone. So if you want the tape, thank you so much, John and Amanda, for a fabulous show. I'm learning so much, really helpful, and that's from Sheila.
Oh, great.
They're brilliant, these shows, though, aren't they? They are very, very good. Oh, except when you've got a dodgy pen.
Yeah, I've definitely got a dodgy pen here.
Oh, here you go.
I think the lead might have just...
Yeah, I know what that feels like. The lead gone out your pencil. Oh, no, that sounded rude. I didn't mean that to sound rude. I do apologise. Oh, dear, I don't know why. I do apologise if I've offended anybody. There you go. Do you want to try? Oh, you're working there. I was trying to be like little Paul about like life's full of disappointments. But...
Okay.
Right. Oh,
moving swiftly on.
Right, so just tell us what you're doing there, close up.
Okay, so again, I'm just taking... We can trim off the edges.
Yeah.
So it's going to be... So
how do you know which side to put down?
You've got a rough sort of side that you can feel.
Right, and that's
the adhesive.
Adhesive, not glue.
The adhesive side. Okay.
Right, okay.
So
We
I'm
have to
just
go
going
over here
to
now,
whip
yeah?
across.
Oh, now
to
I
the
don't
other
know how
side.
hot Jay will have put this on. Because you don't want it too hot, do you?
No, it doesn't need to be too hot.
Jersey. I think it was on full, so I'll just turn it down a little bit.
Okay.
Ooh.
If you're a little bit unsure, just literally with the tip.
No, we don't need a ham for this because you're just lying flat. It's lying flat. The only time you need a ham would be when you go around the top of the armhole and things like that. Is that all right?
Yep, that's fine. Okay. And it is more of a pressing action rather than because
the ironing.
That's it. Yeah, cool. There we go. So just.
So it's a pressing rather than an ironing, because if you iron it like that, it's going to ruckle up, isn't it?
It will.
That's the last thing.
Yeah, and especially if you iron it, it's really hot. It will
which
just
that
melt
is.
it. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Is that all the ironing we're doing?
Okay.
I can't reach, so it doesn't matter.
I can always prepare a little bit in between to go around it.
No. I was just going to unplug it. It's too far into the table for me to be clambering. That's all.
Okay.
Right.
So I'm just going to snip off the excess through.
Oh, crikey, hang on. How long have we got left? Okay, but to do a roundup as well? Okay, what we're going to do is stop.
Okay.
Only because we don't want to overrun and we don't want to rush anything.
No, that's fine.
So when we come back at 11 o'clock to carry on this is the stage we'll be at.
Okay.
Is that all right?
Yeah, that's
Only because I
fine.
don't want you to have to rush and things.
No,
I think it's really important.
enjoying this.
I know, I am as well. But we just need to do the roundup of the fabrics, you see.
Okay, that's fine.
Oh, well, I'm going over there now, because don't worry, Joe, don't worry. Right, so the fabrics, the one that Amanda's already made the dress out of is the black. Just plain black, lovely, lovely, deep black. It's the Pontoroma jersey, £3.95. Please check out your baskets on all of these. There's the dress that we made it out of. Then, the purple. This is the most popular. You really do need to check out your baskets on this one. Oh, my word. OK, over 100 units of this have gone already, and there's more in baskets. OK. And there's 30 of you within your baskets. Please check out during the break now. And then last but not least, we've got the blue. They've called it navy. I'd call it more of a midnight. It's lovely, isn't it? £3.95 for half a metre. So when we come back, not after this break, at 11, Amanda will be at exactly the same point she's at now. Don't go anywhere, because I've got Kaffe Fassett coming up next. Gorgeous fabric. See you in a minute.
Follow us on Twitter for more inspiration, top tips, news, and share your own creations with us.
It's easy to buy the products you see on our shows. To buy any of the items featured on today's programmes, just head over to our website www.sewingquarter.com. Click on the video stream and you'll be taken to our watch page. Here you'll find the product that is on air right now at the top of the page. Beneath that, you'll find all the products demonstrated in this morning's shows. To add an item to your basket, simply log into your account or register with us. Then you can either check out or keep shopping. Remember, our flat rate delivery charge lets you shop all day and check out as many times as you like and only pay once for postage and packing. Only on Sewing Quarter, Freeview Channel 78.
We've got those happy feet, and on Tuesday you can see them in action. That's right, on the 17th of October, Lucy Brennan will join us for a show that's all about sewing machine feet and the impressive results you can achieve with them. Lucy will show us how to create everything from ruffles to trims in minutes. Prepare to be amazed by the wide range of feet available and their vast array of applications. And with Lucy's razor-sharp sewing skills and a helping hand from the trusty Elna 680EX, you're in good hands. So don't miss Lucy's Sewing Feet special on Tuesday the 17th of October at 9 a.m. Only on Sewing Quarter, Freeview Channel 78. Finally, the wait is over. Liberty is coming to Sewing Quarter. So get out your diaries, as this is a date you'll not want to miss. Join us on the 21st of October when we delve into the wonderful world of Liberty and launch their brand new English Garden collection of quilting weight fabrics on Sewing Quarter. Dressmaker and self-confessed Liberty addict Jenny Smith will be alongside me, John Scott, from 8 a.m. to talk you through the must-have collection. She'll also be showcasing 2 fabulous new quilts made out of the iconic brand's fabrics. The quilts, perfect for your next project, allow the pretty classic 19th century floral prints to really shine through intricate blockwork in hues of pink and blue. So make sure you don't miss the launch of Liberty on the 21st of October from 8 a.m. Only on Sewing Quarter, Freeview Channel 78.
Before I start on the cave, because what we didn't do in that hour is we didn't also show you the other patterns available. And because I don't want to dig into Amanda's time when she comes back at 11, I thought very quickly, I'm a bit out of breath, aren't I? Very quickly, before I go on to the cave show, I'll start by showing the jersey again and the different dresses, the patterns that we've got available today. And if you've got any questions about meterage, then let me know and I'll be able to tell you how much you need to buy for each of them. So let's do this first of all. This is the dress that Amanda made earlier, right? And the pattern, of course, I've got lots of patterns showing. Right, here's the pattern. This is the pattern for that one. Now, it's got 4 different versions. It's got a sleeveless top. It's got a sleeve top. It's got the long dress, which is the black one next to me here, and it's got the short one, which is the one Amanda was making in the purple. Okay, so this here is an 8 to 16. That's the code for the 8 to 16. That one there is the code for the 16 to 24, right? Yeah. Okay, so that's that one. If you need to know any yardaging, meterage, then just let me know. Right, other patterns we've got available today are... Do you want me to just go and you follow me? Okay, this one. Let me make sure I've got them in the right... So again, we've got them in the 2 sizes. I'll show you the smaller size first. Okay, so this is a size 6 to 14, I think, this one. Again, look, 4 variations. Gorgeous. Look at that one. Isn't it lovely? 4 different variations. So that looks like a kind of... what's the word I'm looking for? Like a little top. What's the word I'm looking for? Not tabard. John, what's the matter with you? Well, I thought it was kimono-ish, but what's it when you wear a pair of jeans or a pair of leggings here and it's yeah, a little top with jeans. Thanks for that, Hannah. Anyway, also the dress, also the full-length dress, and also the what? You be quiet, Ginger Mike. It's not a maxi dress. Anyway, that's that size. Also comes in this size, which is the... goes up to a size 22, this one. The most you'll need is 4... Oh, no, that's yards, hang on. 4 metres. 3.7 metres is a size 22 in the long one. 3.7 metres. But if you want to know any questions about any of those, just let me know. So that's the gathered scoop neck or surplus. Okay? Then I've got... I'm going to keep these in order because I don't want to get confused. Then I've got this one. This one's nice. This one looks like... there's a famous designer that does dresses like this. This one. 2 different versions on this one. It's got a bit of attitude, that one, isn't it? No, I like them both. Love this one. I'm thinking Darcy Bustle. Anyway. £11.95. This one is a Vogue Mrs. Knit, Fit and Flare dress. Pattern size is 6 to 14. Also comes up to a size 22 again. And the most amount of fabric you'll need for a size 22 in the longer ones, that's the B, 3.6 metres. 3.6, so you'd have to buy 4 metres. That's lovely, isn't it? Hem on that one's lovely. Brilliant. Well, the jersey's fantastic for half a metre, isn't it? The price-wise, right? And then, not last, I've got two more. Then I've got this one. Again, just the two different ways on this one. Now, this is very... You see, this would be brilliant. This is like... Because that looks like a little cocktail dress, doesn't it? But that one you could wear to work, couldn't you? Every day. Not work, maybe lunch with the girls and everything. So the most you'll need fabric-wise, this is 3.1 metres for a size 22. So just over 3 metres for the size 22. So that's the 6 to 14. And that one there... 14 to 22. That's a butterick pattern, that one. 14 to 22. It's called the Ruched Surplus Dress Lisette. OK, and last pattern. Now, this one's quite theatrical, this one. This one goes up to a size 24. But the first one is a 8 to 16. 4 different versions. Surplus dress. $7.95. That's the 8 to 16. Also comes in... Oh, this one goes up to a size 24, this one. And let's have a look. Which one do you think will need the most fabric? 3 metres 20 for C. You need 3 metres 20 for C in a size 24. But again, I'll just turn around. This is brilliant. I didn't know about this. To test the fabric, what you do is you put a piece of fabric that's that wide, the jersey that's that wide, right? And then what you do is if you can pull your jersey to there, so it's that wide laying flat, if you can pull it to there, it means you can make this pattern out of it. If it doesn't pull to there, then it's not got enough stretch for the pattern. Isn't that fantastic? That's brilliant. Right, OK, let's just do the jerseys very, very quickly, and then I will promise, I'll get on with Kaffe. So, the black one that this dress is made of here, for half a metre. It's got a lovely feel to it, really, really lovely feel to it, this one. Black Pontoroma, £3.95 for half a metre. 60 inches wide, remember. It is 60 inches wide. I did mean tunic. Thank you, everyone. I knew I could rely on you. I did mean tunic. Right, 10 of you have got that in your basket at the moment. Please be careful. We did buy lots of it. Right, then I've got the purple, which is the most popular. I think there's about 30 of you with this in your basket at the moment. You need to check out. It's a lovely colour, isn't it? Rich. Oh, hang on. Just do that because little Ginger Mike gets upset. Right, over 100 units of this have been checked out, and there's still another 30 of you with it in the baskets. Loads within the baskets. $3.95 for half a metre. It's gorgeous, isn't it? And then if you want to go for... They've called it navy... I'm calling it midnight. Now, if you want the composition of the fabric, whereabouts on the website would they find it? So go to Find the Fabric underneath me, click on it, and it'll give you all the composition. It's in the description there. Navy Pontoroma fabric, £3.95 half a metre. Lots of people... 20 of you got that in your baskets now. OK, so right now I promise I'll start the Kaffe. Now, come with me. I just wanted to get all that done, because if I'd done that in Amanda's show, you'd have lost 10 minutes of sewing, and I know you don't want to do that, because we're getting so many people saying how much they're loving the dressmaking show. Right, so where shall I start? Do the pre-cuts first, right then. Oh, I don't know how you decide which one you want, to be quite honest. This one. Yep, and this one. These are both sunshine. Oh, I should have got the sunshine quilt out, really, shouldn't I? To have a look. Now, this is gorgeous, isn't it? Look at all these fabrics. I know a lot of you go, oh, it's considered purchase, £142.95. There are 33 fat quarters in there. So what's that, 8 metres? I can't remember. I'll have to work that one out for you. But you must get one of everything, mustn't you? You must get one of everything there. I'd like to open it, really. But have we got these open, by chance? Anything with sunshine, just so we can show, because sunshine's that gorgeous. We've got sunshine, anyway, I'll show it to you during the hour. I promise I'll show it to you during the hour. £142.95. Say that again. Oh, £142.95. I will get some of the sunshine fabric out for you so you can have a look at the different choices. A lot of you will already know, if you love Kaffe, a lot of you will know, but just to get 33 fat quarters for £142.95, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Okay, we shall move on, because now you've seen design rolls, jelly rolls, haven't you? And they're all 2.5 inches wide. Look at this. This is spectacular. Now, this is the same range as this, as the fat quarter. It's sunshine. At £53.95. These are all 6 inches in width, and it's called a design strip. So again, look, there's the birds in there. There's there's the bunting. There's the pink snails, the yellow snails, the sands of time. I promise, I'll get some of this fabric out for you so you can have a look at them during the hour. At £53.95. Sunshine. They're 6 inches. There's 20 strips, the width of the fabric, 6 inches wide. Do you know what? If you're doing, the flying geese, or using the flying geese ruler, or any of the rulers that we've got with the weight you use, that would be brilliant, wouldn't it? Gorgeous. Totally gorgeous. £53.95. Right, then I've got 2 other fat quarters for you to see. I've got this one, which has got more in than you'd expect. Look, you've got the ovoids, you've got the flowers, you've got the carnations, you've got the geranium leaves, you've got the cabbage, you've got the disco pebbles without the disco. Now, you get 10 fat quarter. Look at that price. It's £4.29.5 for each fat quarter. Brilliant. You get 10 in that bundle. Aren't they lovely? They're very... in fact, these are from Sunshine, aren't they? Because that's from Sunshine. I think these are a mix and match. These are a mix and match, these ones. This is called Citrus. Sorry, Citrus. Good morning, John. So fantastic to see you again. Don't you get a day off for good behaviour? Lots of love, Nicola. It's posh Nicola. Nicola, I'm off Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, but I'm off to York to work there first. And then on Thursday, the cats got to go to the vets for their, what do they have? Leukemia jabs. Is it leukemia? Is it the leukemia jabs they have? They have something in October anyway. Gorgeous. Citrus, this is called. Citrus. They go twice a year. Because they're old, they have to go twice a year for checkups. Anyway, that's beautiful. Is it the flu jab? Is it? No, but it could be. I don't know. I'll find out. I'm sure it's the leukemia jab anyway. Right, so that's £42.95. Right, and then, last but not least, is this one. Oh, Amanda's left some of her overlocking behind there. This one here. Now, this will be red. Which one is it? Now, it's red number 2. Red number 2, this one. So, you're getting 5 fat quarters there, £21.95. Oh, it's on the move. That wasn't me. So... OK, let's move on. I'll come back. Oh, excuse me, I'm hiccuping now. I'll come back to those because I've got fabrics, wafting fabrics to do now. OK. Right, gerbras. Let's do gerbras first. Oh, right, 2 gerbras. Oh, in fact... When I do that, they get all worried in the office because they can hear the bang in the office. This is beautiful. Do you know what? I'd love a shirt out of this. Oh, one of these 2. Well, let's decide which one. It'll either be this one. Yeah, somebody was mentioning that they go, oh, don't wear red, John. Oh, don't wear it. Right. And Lorraine says, are you losing weight? You keep pulling your trousers up. I know. And these are different trousers today. I feel fat today, actually. I think it's because I've done stripes going that way, haven't I? Like J today, didn't I? Thank you. Anyway, this is Gerbera. I should go fast. This is lovely. This is Gerbera. $6.95 for half a metre, 100% cotton. Beautiful, isn't it? So now, am I going to have a shirt made out of this one? Or, I have to fold it as I go. I've got a message from Kaz. Well, she only just got up again. Morning, John. You bring a ray of sunshine to an absolutely dismal day. Love, Kaz, in seriously grey, storm coming Wales. Oh, dear. Right, this one or this one? You take care of yourself now, Kaz. Have you got sandbags for the door? I'm driving up to York after my show. Because now that Liz, my friend Liz, very big in publishing, got a funny little friend called Kevin, she's dumped me from lunch. Oh, now, which one should I go for? Which one should I go for? I love this one. I'll move over there because you're just hiding Jay at the moment. Patricia. Oh, sorry. Do you know what? I thought it was there. I didn't realise it was there. Patricia says, hello, John. I love your programmes. Give me so much confidence. Did you get my sausage roll recipe? Patricia, I was reading it last night and I thought I must reply to Patricia. Because she sent it twice, didn't you? Once in capitals and once not in capitals. I have got it, but I haven't made it yet because I haven't had time. It's funny, I've got something odd going on with my phone, right? And it's really strange. It's making a noise that nobody else's iPhone's making, so I really must go and get it sorted. But little Paul was like, no, haven't you had that fixed yet? When have I had time? Please tell me, when have I had time to go and get it fixed? Anyway, this is, I haven't talked about this, Gerbera. Oh, you see, I'd have given that some really, really exotic name. Brown. It's in brown. Right, shall we let's do... Oh, what's that one doing hidden there? Oh, honestly, hang on. Let me see if I've got any other colours then. Sorry about that. That one was just... Oh, no. This one is the one that should be my shirt. Oh, I've only got half a metre of this one to show you. Look. Do you think that one's... Now, Hannah's saying you don't suit red. There's no red in there, Hannah. It's orange and fuchsia, that one. That one, oh, isn't it? Now, do you know what? It's not looking as lovely on your telly as it even looks in real life. It's absolutely stunning. Well, if I come to yours for Hawaiian Christmas drinks, I could wear one like that, couldn't I? No, I don't want to, thank you. No, because now I'm not working Boxing Day now. I'm doing Christmas Eve and I'm doing Christmas Day. Then after the show on Christmas Day, I'll drive up to Mike and Julie's, spend Christmas lunch with them, have Boxing Day with them because it's Nana Kate's birthday, and then on Boxing Day I'll have to drive home because I've got a wedding. Is there a wedding on the 27th or the 28th? There's a wedding somewhere in the middle of that anyway. Right, let's do raked next. Won't do squiggle, I'll do raked next. Let me check, we'll put all the colours. Oh, colours together, here we go. Right. So this one is raked in algae, I think this one's called. Oh, I like that name. I would have said algae was more of a lime green, slimy green, whereas this is a lovely, rich blue and orange, really, isn't it? Oh, it is the algae. Look. It's big pattern, look, because that's big fat sausage hand, remember? No, big fat sausage fingers, not big fat sausage hand. If you look at my hands, right, you can read people's... from Victorian times, I've got a worker's hand. They're called the mole's hand because they're always digging. Check it out. You can check out what you like by the shape of your hands. Mind you, I shan't talk about... I was going to say you can tell a lot about... But, I had my bottom read once on television. They got it all wrong, but there you go. Hannah's got really, really little hands on quite a big body. I don't know, I haven't read yours, because I just looked up my hands. I didn't look up your hands. I didn't know you only had little hands. Right, this is nice. This is lovely. Vibrant, as little Paul would say. This is called pumpkin. Just half a metre of this one to show you again. What's Mike's joke? Is that your nickname? Oh. Mike's girlfriend's nickname for him is Pumpkin. So when they're at home, she goes, Pumpkin. She only uses it when she wants something. Pumpkin, can I have a cup of tea? See, he thought that he was like that, thinking, oh, she's here, she's in the room. He says he can't right now, he's busy directing. I'm pointing the camera in a very odd place over there. And what's she called? Lemon? Pumpkin and lemon. Oh, blimey. $6.95, pumpkin and lemon. Ooh. Why, lemon? Has she got yellow hair? $6.95. She's got coconut hair. Oh, I'm getting very confused. I do apologise, everyone at home. It's turning into one of those random days, isn't it, again? And then the last one, the raked in blue-green. Oh, now I wonder why I've got a metre of this one then. Very random today, isn't it? Very random. Jay's obviously been doing his Christmas... Oh, he said he started his Christmas shopping. He's obviously cut half of each of those off. He's going to make us something. Make everyone something. He didn't mention my Christmas present, I have to say. This is Cobalt in the raked. The background to that is a lovely green, isn't it? A really, really beautiful green. $6.95 for half metre, 100% cotton. Beautiful. Beautiful. Right, then... I've got paint pots. Now, you saw paint pots yesterday in the yellow because it was in one of Joy's bundles. Joy to the world. One of Joy's bundles when she was doing the Kaffe quilt yesterday, the flying geese quilt, wasn't it? So this is yellow. This is paint pots in yellow. But it's because most of the paint pots have got yellow paint in them, not the background, because the background's obviously pumpkin. $6.95 for half a metre. Now we've got to quilt somewhere with this all chopped up, haven't we? It looks lovely. Do you know what? It looks even nicer, all chopped up. So you've got segments of all of these circles. Jess made it, didn't she? Anyway, the system's not working, is it? We've got boxes outside where they're supposed to put in the boxes. Yes. It's not working. There's boxes right by my desk. They're taking up all the space by my desk, right? And they're supposed to put in them, you know, like, if we've got this fabric, oh, we've made a quilt out of that, I'll go and get that, put it in the box. It's not working. Oh, this is my favourite. Oh, maybe a shirt out of this one. So this is paint pots in... What colour? Orange. Because there's mostly orange paint pots there. It's nice, isn't it? That one's nice, look. Oh, that'd be nice as a shirt, wouldn't it? Or blaz. Blaz. I would say there's more red in there than orange myself, but I'm here. What's that thing called, where they do that man put up with his big nose over the wall like that? Okay, I think it was from the war. I don't think it was anything to do with computers, was it? You know what I mean? When it was that... Wasn't it a nostalgia thing for the war, or like you know, to make people feel happier? Oh, not happier, that's the wrong word, isn't it? Right, squiggle. Now, this is where we have issues. Not anything to do with us, it's just the way they've named them. So we'll start with this one, which is a red squiggle on a blue background, and they've called this one red, because the squiggles are red. Ooh, that's moving, isn't it? Lovely, beautiful, beautiful colours there. Vibrant, isn't it? Vibrant. So that one is red, right? That one's red. Next one. Beautiful, these fabrics. That one's red. So then the next one is a blue squiggle on a green background. Oh, nobody's get. Oh, yes, half a metre of this one as well. Oh, no, take that back, a metre of this one. So this one, so that one's called red because the squiggles are red, right? This one's called green because the background's green. So just go with the one you love because they're all gorgeous, aren't they? So that one's called green. Right, ready? It's nice. I like that one as well. Oops. I think that the red one is fabulous, but it's very in your face. It's very... I wouldn't have it on a relaxing quilt or anything like that because it's going to wake you up in the night and go, I'm here. Red. So that's the red one, right? And then this one, which is yellow squiggles on a pink background. And, of course, mauve. It's called mauve. It's gorgeous. I love it. But I don't understand why it's called mauve. $6.95 for half a metre. I'd love to see... We've had these fabrics for a little while now. I'd love to see if anybody's made anything out of this. Yeah, squiggle. OK, and then last but not least, so remember, even though that's pink and yellow, it's called mauve. So then the next one is mauve with a pink squiggle. And it's called... Just half a metre of that one. It's called pink. So the pink one, don't call the pink one pink. This is the pink one. They're all lovely, though, aren't they? Really, really lovely fabrics. $6.95, half a metre. That's what you get for your $6.95, right? That's your half a metre of fabric. That's what you get. Diane sent in a picture of a cave quilt that she's made. Oh, is it upside down? Oh, it's... That's gorgeous. I think I've got a book with that one in, haven't we? Because she's fussy cutted all the flowers, hasn't she? She bought 2 lots from previous shows, and that is gorgeous, isn't it? Oh, thank you. She says, I'm glad to see you in the studio again. It's like having a friend in for coffee. So, where are the biscuits? My next-door neighbours, you know, the old couple next door, they've been driving... They have such a fabulous life. They've been driving around France and Spain just for a couple of weeks, having a nice time. Anyway, they messaged me last night saying, we're coming home, we'll be home later, won't be there till midnight, blah, 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 blah. So I got them some milk, and I thought, oh, it'll be midnight. I should get them something to have a nibble, you know, and then think, do I buy them sandwiches? Do I buy them bread? And you think, oh, I don't know. Anyway, I went to buy in a very well-known supermarket, starting with a T, and I just picked up a packet of biscuits. The packet of biscuits was £1.49. I thought, that's fine. Bought that and some milk and everything. Got to the till, and by the till, they had these great big boxes of biscuits like this for £2. So they're going to get home last night at midnight thinking, what on earth is he doing? There's a box of biscuits this big with a pint of milk in the fridge for them. I don't even know if they like biscuits, but I do. But I'm not going to see them. They'll have been eaten by the Chipping Camden quilting ladies by the time I get back from York, I'm sure. Right, books. Oh, do you want to do that now before I do the books? OK. OK. This is the Sunshine Fat Quarter, £142.95. Sunshine. Oh, I can't say on there. You didn't watch the dancing show, did you? Oh, OK. That's right then. Hannah's future husband, or in her brain, they're already married. Kush is in it, you see. Oh, she's changing tactics now. She likes the little Scottish one. Is he from Holby or Casualty? Holby. Oh, they're breathing. She likes any of them. But wasn't the little Scottish lady brilliant? I think she's a comedian. She was, I mean, Alexandra Burt was amazing, but then she did a dance routine like that when I saw her in The Bodyguard, and she was fantastic then. But that was amazing, wasn't it? That was amazing last night. Well, you say, now, I know this is speaking completely out of turn. Did you ever used to watch Ab Fab, right? You know, with Jennifer Saunders and Joanna Lumley, right? And at the end, when they said they weren't going to make any more, they did them as really, really old ladies, and then Safi was then living in a big house in the country, and they were living in, like, the annex sort of thing. And, like, Patsy, the Joanna Lumley character, still had... Debbie McGee last night. I thought she was a spitting image of Patsy as an old one. Totally. But anyway, oh, that's nice. Hang on. Debbie McGee is a trained ballet dancer, so it's a little bit unfair that you've got an athlete who's never danced in his life next to her. Have I ever seen this one before? I love this one. Yes, because obviously you can't... Oh, that is gorgeous. Anyway, these all come in your fat quarter bundle. I'm just laying them out for you so you can have a nice look at them all. Now, don't count them at home. You're going to go and see the Strictly tour, did you say? Oh, I thought you'd booked your tickets. Sorry, yeah, we came off fabrics and went to Strictly. Anyway, so I won't mention it, but apparently on the news this morning. No. Yes, it was on the news when I was driving in this morning. You remember last week, Debbie McGee did a radio interview, and she gave away who'd won. So she did the interview, because you know they film Sunday show on Saturday still, but they're all sworn to secrecy. Well, she did a radio interview on the Sunday before the show went out and told everyone who'd gone through. Apparently Ruth said, given away, I don't know what show she did it on, but apparently Ruth's done the same thing, and the management aren't very happy, and they're going to have words with them. Ruth is Eamon's husband. She's a presenter on Loose Women. She's what? Oh, no. Eamon is her husband, sorry. There's no D on the end of Eamon. Hasn't their son grown up? Jack, last time I saw Jack, we were at Paul Ross's garden party, and Jack was just a little child. And now look at him, strapping, very, very tall, isn't he? Now, I'm not quite sure what Jack... Well, no, because suddenly that... That gets very much shorter than all the others. I think they folded that one a little bit differently, the one with the disco birds on. These are gorgeous. I'm just showing you everything you're getting in that... Oh, look at this one. In that fat quarter. I mean, I'm going and going and going. You get... How many? 33 you get in here. OK, a message from Marion. Morning, Oh. Oh, are you talking about this person? Chad. He's called Chad. Always enjoying the shows, but spend too much money. Lots of love, Marion. Oh, I know, Marion. There's so much to choose from, isn't there? Look at these. I mean, these are just gorgeous. You see, there you are, I'm saying, £142 is a considered purchase, but look everything you're getting in this £142. Oh, that was the table, not me. Aren't they lovely? There's 33. I'm trying to get them all in shot. Look, it's difficult, all of these. Oh, I've run out of space. There, that one can go there. Where's the space? Oh, that bit there, I can put one there. I know it's been a bit self-indulgent, but I think if you spend £142 on all these gorgeous fat quarters, you want to see them, don't you? Oh, Shelley's made a cave cushion. Oh, Carla, hello, John. Oh, Carla, you're so sweet. She says you're a joy to watch in the mornings. I love the show. Carla, thank you so... Is that Carla from the factory? Is that Carla from Coronation Street factory? No, she's not in it anymore, apparently. Yeah, but then, you see, this is the joy of social media. There was a picture. Now, which corner am I going to? That one there. No. Yeah, there you go. There was a picture of her, the one that plays Steve's ex-wife, who's now with the restaurant owner, Michelle, and Carla together. Now, I don't know if they're friends in real life. They might be friends in real life, mightn't they? But there was a picture of them together on the Coronation Street set, so I'm not sure if Carla's coming back. There you go. That's what you're getting in your Kaffe Fassett Sunshine Fat Quarter Bundle. Oh, isn't it just... I've made my own little quilt there, haven't I? That's almost like a kaleidoscope log cabin, that one. Almost, not quite. Lovely, isn't it? I just think they're gorgeous. Aren't they beautiful fabrics? Really beautiful fabrics. Now, what I might have to do is just roll it up like this. Yeah, so then I'll pass it over to Jay, because otherwise it's going to get very creased, isn't it? Oh, I just love... do you know what I'd like to do? What would be fabulous if you then rolled them and then sliced them? You get the most fantastic kind of jelly roll, designer roll, wouldn't you? When I was at the gym yesterday, thank you, Jane. Carry On Cleopatra, it must have been, was on the telly yesterday. And I was watching, I had my headphones on. I'm just watching it as I was going along on the treadmill. And when I came off the treadmill, the man next to me said, you do realise you've just been laughing out loud. The whole gym could hear you giggling and cackling at that film. Anyway, so I'll move on. What's next? This is also Sunshine, the design roll. Same fabrics. How many did you get in this? 30, I think, is it? 20. 20 of this, 20 in this one. Selection of all the ones I just laid out on the table are all in there. Oops. Then I'll put the right way up. Then I'll show Shelley's cushion, made out, okay, 53.95, that design roll there. Yeah, design strip. Because they're 6 inches. They're 6 inches. You're certainly thinking, if that's a design roll, my hands are very little, if that's 2.5 inches, but this is a 6-inch one. Let's have a look at Shelley's cushion. Cushion, please. Shelley's sent in a cushion. Oh, Shelley, it's gorgeous. So look, you've got the sands of time in the vase. Oh, that is lovely. I love the flowers. Oh, Shelley, what room's that in? No, I know you don't know, Hannah, because you've not been around to Shelley. Is it Shelley from Lincolnshire? Oh, Shelley, that's gorgeous. Oh, do you know what? Chell, I bet that cheers you up, doesn't it? When you go into whatever room that's in the morning, you see that cushion. I bet that you should have that in your bedroom, so it's the first thing you see when you wake up, and it'll cheer you up in the morning. That's lovely. Oh, that's nice. Right. Books. There's one on a stand. So I'll do Morocco first, it's Jay's favourite. I've also got... Well, I'll show you those in a second. I've only got 2 ones based in countries, so I'll do those first. This is Moroccan. Quilts in Morocco. I haven't been to Morocco for years. Maybe I should go back there. Slippers. Look, these are slippers. Moroccan slippers. I'd go to a souk. And then you can go to those really beautiful boutique hotels in Morocco, can you? Oh, yes. Don't go off... Hannah's saying we should be all right travelling around Morocco on our own. Yes, I think you would, but you have to be strong. Yeah, no, you'd love it. You'd love the colours. You'd love the spices. Oh, look. Now, didn't someone make that this week? A bag with like a bookcase on it. Somebody made that. Oh, look, that's nice. Are they lotus flowers? What's he called that one? I haven't got my glasses on. Oh, it's a different one there. What's that called there? Spice Mountain or Blue Mountain? Oh, I see. So there's the picture it's inspired by. And there's the buckets with the spice in. Oh, I love those. Oh, look. Beautiful, gorgeous cut. I mean, this is a kind of coffee table book, isn't it? Oh, look, there's the sands of time. Shelley, look, you can make a teapot one. She's just the one with a vase made out of that. Well, it'll be mint tea in Morocco, won't it? It's lovely Moroccan mint tea. Oof. It's very sweet, though, very, very sweet. And there's a lovely little paste. Oh, let's not start talking about food. Yeah, I am, yes. Now, look, is that the one we saw earlier? Was it Diane's, that one? Oh, no, no. Hers were round flowers, weren't they? Oh, were they not? Yeah. Oh, look, beautiful. Really, really, really gorgeous book, this. Now, there's the Spice Mountain one. Look out flat. I don't want to, keep going on about Christmas, but I think it's only about 69 sleeps now, isn't it? My friend Dulcie went to the same supermarket that I said I was in, and she got really... Oh, look at the teapots! And she got all upset because they were playing Christmas music, and she put it on Facebook, and I didn't like to say, well, we've had our Christmas tree up for weeks now. At least we haven't got music going on in the background. Oh, they're beautiful. And how to make them and all the templates, look. The book, Quilts in Morocco, £18.45. This is Jay's favourite, that's why it was on the stand, which is where it's going back now. Then I've also got quilts in Italy. Now, before she says anything, Hannah's been to this town. And what's it called, Hannah? Chicatera, isn't that a song? Chicatera, tell me what's wrong. Look. Look, there it is, there. Coastline in Italy, that's all she's saying. 5 towns. Look. Beautiful. How long ago? Oh, look, that one. Oh, is that the one? That's like the one that Diane's made, is it? With the corners off the squares. Oh, OK. Show Diane's one. Which one's Diane's one? Oh, no, it's not. It's not funny. But it looks like... I think it's fantastic because it's very... Oh, actually, look, she's got different shapes. Look at the binding. She's made the binding out of strips of the fabric. Oh, that's lovely. Oh, and look, also... Oh, sorry. But also look at the... Can I go back to it very quickly? Look at the... it's not sashing, but that all interlinks. Do you see what I mean? Like, look, it looks like they're love knots. Hannah can't see what I mean. Follow the dark blue line, and it interlinks with the pale blue line, look. She says she's never going to fall in love again. I think she's feeling a bit bitter today. That's nice, look. Oh, she's gone very quiet now. Oh! Stone log cabin. £22.95. These are Italian. Oh, look, tumbling blocks, red blocks. Oh, look. What's that? Chiaroscuro. Does that mean chaos? Oh, it's the contrast between dark and light. How did you know that? Have you read the book? You've known for years. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, that's nice. I've moved on. I'm on golden strips now. Beach houses. Alba. They are beautiful, aren't they? They're all the colours and everything. £22.95. Quilts in Italy. OK, look at that. Oh, there's that one. What's it called? Chia what? Oh, and there's Kaffe. Chiaroscuro. OK, moving on. And now I've got 2 brilliant little patchworks and cushions and pillows. Brilliant Christmas presents because they're so aspirational, aren't they? But look. This is the one. Brilliant little patchworks, cushions and pillows. Very limited. So has it got all the instructions? Oh, it has. Look, instructions. Laying out. Colours, rotary cutters. Oh, now do you think that's where Shelley was inspired? Look, there's the vase. There's the vase. There's the sands of time in blue. So, look. So this one is called Brilliant Little Patchwork Cushions and Pillows. Very limited. Yeah, Shelley's short for Michelle. John, you can see in my house. Hang on. Oh, can you see into my house? They're in my bedroom. Lots of love, Shelley. See? I can't see into and I can only see into the room that you're sitting in at the moment, Shelley. So I can see you sitting there. Pull your socks up. And yeah, I won't say anything else. Oh, you're dressing gown. Do you? She's got a dressing gown's gaping, that's all. £18.95, that one. Jacqueline says, hello, John. Oh, Jacqueline. She says, I live in York. Are you going to be working there? Thanks for all the entertainment, Jackie from York. What it is I also do paver shoes, as you know. Upper Poppleton, it is. It's in Upper Poppleton. And I used to, I think it's called Upper Poppleton. It's one of those, what's it called, out of town. It's not even where shops are. It's just like an industrial estate out of town. And there's like warehouses and things like that. And There's the big pavers one, and then there's another one where we do all the filming and everything. So I'm only coming up for the day. I'm driving up after the show this afternoon. No, Hannah and I are going to have lunch because I got dropped by Liz. So Hannah and I are going to have lunch instead. Yeah, second choice. And, excuse me. And then I'm going to drive up after that to York. So I stay in Wetherby. I don't stay in York, I stay in Wetherby because it's cheaper. Oh. Laura wants to know what the email address is to send in photos. Here it is, Laura, my love. studio@sewingquarter.com. studio@sewingquarter.com. Get them in quickly, because obviously when we get to the 11 o'clock hour, it'll get busy again with the sewing and everything. So if you want to get it in before 11. Yeah? Kaffe Fassett, brilliant little patchworks. £18.95. This is quilts and cushion covers, this one. And table runners, obviously. Tops. Kimono, rather than top. Big blooms. Thank you. I don't know, nobody's got that nickname, have they? Why are you hiding behind there? Little Mike is on camera, he's gone hiding. No, he's here, I can see him. That's beautiful, isn't it? Oh, look! Japanese flower cushion. Tea cozies. Got lots of little projects in this, won't we? Lattice chair back throw. You can put it on any chair you like. He's just put it on a lattice back, though. Tumbling blocks panel. Is that instead of a mirror? Oh, Hannah, you could make this, look, and put it over the mirror in your lounge to stop the budgie flying into it. The budgie yesterday, I've got to tell you this very quickly, right? The budgie last night was obviously very tired, because it goes and sits on Hannah's head or on the table next to her on her finger, right? Yesterday it sat on her finger, and she was walking around, and she thought, oh, so she took it on a tour of the upstairs of the house, right? Because he doesn't normally go upstairs, so she's showing him the upstairs house, and then he got up and he flew into a mirror and landed on the bed like that. So Hannah had to pick him up like that, put him back on, and then go back downstairs with him. She showed him, well, you haven't got that many rooms to show. Oh, did you go into the Karen's room? You're not allowed, she pays rent. You can't be going into her room. Right. She's been there for more than 13 weeks, you do now. Shall we do fabrics? Very quick recap. No? Just wait, Hannah's thinking. Is it here? Oh, okay, and what's the name? Yeah? Ethne. Ethne, she's going to forward your email on to me because it's too long for her to read, she says. But it's a lovely email. Thank you very much. I'll read it when I get off the air. Which is in an hour and 15 minutes. I'll read it then. Is that it? What fabric would you like to do? Squiggles. Yeah, okay. Now, isn't that funny? It's gorgeous. They're all lovely. This one's called Mauve, and it's the most popular of the squiggles. It's nice, isn't it? Oh, I'd love to know what you're making out of it. Love to know what you're making out of that. £6.95 for half a metre. So that one there is called Mauve. Just so you know, it's called Mauve. This one, however, which is Mauve, is called Pink. I'll just fold this one up so that's out of the way. So this one's one this is called Pink. Lovely, that one, isn't it? Really subtle, that one. Kaffe's coming in. I just love the colours. He's got such a fantastic eye for colour, hasn't he? £6.95 for half a metre. Oh, got some... are they ready now? Or shall I carry on? OK, Laura has sent in some pictures. Oh, my word! Now, that's from Sunshine. Oh, is that shade? I think it's a mixture of all sorts of ones, that, isn't it? Because the dancing ladies are Sunshine and Shade, aren't they? Oh, my word. That is incredible. I think it's a bit nice to be having out in the garden, though. Put it in the house. Oh, and that is lovely. Look at all those flying geese and everything. Yes, there's so much talent out there, isn't there? Do you know what we should do? We should do a show like Britain's Got Talent, but for sewing and quilting and things like that, shouldn't we? Well, no, we wouldn't do it like have an audience and everybody clapping, but we should just have... All right, then, we should have like a Vision On. You have to be old like me to remember what that is. Vision On used to be a children's programme that they used to sign language in, didn't they? And they used to have a gallery in the middle. So it was Tony Hart, wasn't it? And I don't remember the lady's name. But anyway, and they used to have, in the middle of the show, they'd have like the gallery and show not the gallery, you don't see Hannah and Pumpkin. It's a gallery of pictures. Anyway, squiggle. £6.95 for half a metre. We've moved off jersey top and dress. We're actually on Kaffe. Kaffe Fassett green squiggle, £6.95. And then last but not least in this range, in the squiggle range, we've got the blue and red, which is called red. Kaffe hour, that's more in there. That really pops, doesn't it? The two colours really, really pop out of that one. That's the red squiggle fabric, £6.95 for half a metre. OK, moving on. Next, gerbras, did you say? Gerbras, which is the most popular gerbera, then? Oh, magenta. It is nice, though, isn't it? Yeah, they're all very popular. This is the most popular, though. This is the magenta gerbera. That's half a metre, that's what you'll get. That one's cut very well, isn't it? £6.95 for that, isn't it? Lovely. Gorgeous. So that's the magenta one, followed by brown. Followed by brown, which I think is a bit of a under... Well, it is brown, I suppose, but it's a gorgeous, gorgeous... It's got other colours in it, hasn't it, the brown? Like is it a burnt sienna? Is it that kind of colour? It is lovely. It's just not your plain common or garden brown, is it? You'll be lucky. Oh, £6.95, half a metre for the brown gerbras. John, oh no, hang on. Oh, it's all right, it's all right. It's not from Brenda. I thought it might be from Brenda. John, I love watching you. It's like having an old friend in the room, Elaine. Do you mean old as in you've known me a long time, or like old as in an old person in the room? Because that can be quite amusing sometimes, can't it, to have a really old person in the room with you. Thank you, Elaine. Is that Elaine? Elaine, thank you so much. Oh, no, Elaine. Elaine, I'm coming to your county. Do you live anywhere near Eccleshall? I'm sure that's in your county, isn't it? Oh, maybe not. Oh, crazy Lorraine. Oh, right, OK. I don't know if can we show the picture? Because it's... Oh, yeah, I suppose so. Lorraine started making her fabric Christmas trees. Look at this. I don't quite know how she's made it, though. What? Hang on, what's in the background? Oh, very fancy wallpaper, blingy mirror. Is it knotted fabric? Is it done like that? It's nice. Has it got lights on it? And why is it out on the mantelpiece already? Anyway, Lorraine, gorgeous. She showed me that on Facebook yesterday. It's lovely, isn't it? Let's do raked. Which is the most popular raked? OK, pumpkin and blue are level pegging. Oh, sorry. You put cobalt. Oh, hang on, I've got cobalt now. Yeah, ready. Blue. Raked. Cobalt, it is not blue. Cobalt. I mean, blue is, obviously, cobalt is blue, but I'll get my words right in a minute. It is nice, that fabric, isn't it? Let's hold it up. Let's have a look at it in perspective. Oh, you see, that looks lovely from a distance, doesn't it? Have we made this into a quilt? Have we used this in any projects yet? I think we should... No, you see, this in something like that would look gorgeous, wouldn't it? With all the lines going in all different directions. So that one and the pumpkin. Oh, we didn't do it that time. Are the most popular. He's too busy counting down because he made a mistake in the last hour. I'm not being mean to pumpkin. Melon. £6.95. Half a metre. It's lovely, isn't it? Oh, here she comes. Oh, no, it's Jay. Oh, no, it's both of them. Making all that noise coming into the studio. Oh, she's not changed her outfit? Oh, it's very disappointing. Same project, isn't it? It's the same dress, yeah. Right, OK, and then the last one of these in algae. So, that's algae. £6.95 for half a metre. I like that one. I love the two different tones, two different colours in there. £6.95. And then very quickly, before we go back to Amanda, the most popular fat quarter is the red one. Red number 2. Zigzag spots, big flowers, carnations and psychedelic flowers. £21.95. Kaffe Fassett, red 2 fat quarter. Now, anything you've got in your basket from this hour, please, please, please check out. You need to check out your baskets. I don't want anyone to miss out. If you've got any problems, give us a call, 0800 112 44 33. Don't go anywhere. Amanda's up next, and what we're doing is, you've been loving the amount of feedback we've had on the Dressmaker show has been brilliant. Amanda's now going to carry on, so we only got to there and there, so she's got an awful lot to do in this hour, hasn't she? So we will see you in 3 minutes from now for... oh, I won't mix those up, Jay, I'll get them confused. Amanda's here finishing the dress. I'll see you in a minute.
Follow us on Pinterest. Search for our Sewing Quarter page and follow us to discover sewing work we create and love.
The Sewing Quarter website is simple and easy to use. You can view a live broadcast of the show on our homepage. Get instant access to our online shop, which has a wide range of wonderful products for you to choose from. You can also enjoy a selection of projects and guides which we have on offer to help you enhance your skills and gain valuable tips. Watch the live shows and you can buy the product which is currently being shown on air. You can even message the studio to ask our presenters or team any questions you might have. Below, you'll find all the products from today's show for you to look at and purchase. On the right of the screen, next to today's products, you will find our simple program guide listing all upcoming shows. So, join us today at sewingquarter.com.
Don't forget, shopping with us is easy and simple. You can just contact us at 0800 112 4433 and speak to our UK-based call centre to place an order, or shop online with us at www.sewingquarter.com. Liberty is one of Britain's most iconic brands, labelled the chosen resort of the artistic shopper by Oscar Wilde. Established in 1875, its founder's vision was to change the face of fashion and homeware by bringing a taste of the Orient to London. More than 140 years on, Liberty is still a wonderland of luxurious furnishings, sumptuous fabrics, and wearable works of art. So we're proud to announce that we've been selected to stock Liberty's brand new range of quilting weight fabrics. The English Garden Collection reimagines classic 19th century floral prints inspired by the colours of nature. To bring the collection to life, we've enlisted the help of our top quilting experts, Through our inspiring demonstrations, you'll gather an abundance of new techniques and ideas to help you create your own little Liberty masterpiece at home. So join us as we take a trip to the wonderful world of Liberty, coming soon to Sewing Quarter, online, on YouTube, and on Freeview Channel 78.
Join us on Thursday the 19th of October for a spooktacular Facebook Live. Natasha McCarty has plenty of Halloween tricks and treats up her sleeve, exclusively for Facebook Live viewers. To find out what spectral surprises she has in store, head to our Facebook page at 12:30 p.m. on Thursday the 19th of October. Don't miss out, it'll be spooktacular!
What does spectral mean? I don't know voiceover. I don't know what it means. We've had so much feedback about Amanda's first hour. We're doing, well, Amanda's doing this dress, but in the shorter version. We did an hour of it before, so if you missed the 9 o'clock hour, you can always catch up either on the loop going round later on or on YouTube. It's on YouTube already, so you can watch it anytime you like. This is a continuation of the making of the purple shorter length dress. If you don't know what I'm talking about, here's the pattern that Amanda's working from. Comes in 2 different size ranges. This is the 8 to 16. No, that's the 16 to 24. And the 8 to 16 is going to go across the bottom of the screen next. They've got different code numbers. Mr. BR64 is that one, and number, that'd be like number plate, wouldn't it? Number 12 is the bottom one there. They're 2 different sizes. Obviously, there are 4 different styles to do. There's the top without the sleeves, the top with the sleeves. Then there's the long dress, which is the one on the stand next to me, and then the shorter dress down here, which is the one Amanda's making in the purple jersey. We've never had jersey before today, so it's a first for all of us, really. Let me just take you through the jerseys, because so much of this is sold already, and I don't want anybody to miss out. Right, so black. Black, which is the one that this dress is made from here. Beautiful. Black jersey. The graphics coming in. It is the Ponte Roma fabric. $3.95, half a metre. And it's 60 inches wide, remember. If you want the composition of the fabric, please just go to the website and click on the fabric itself, and it'll tell you all the composition. The description will tell you the composition of the fabric. Okay, that's the black one, which has been hugely popular. Then the one that is the out-and-out leader at the moment is the purple, the one Amanda's using to make her shorter dress. Just checking baskets now. Right, over 150 units have been checked out, and 10 of you got it in your baskets, but now more people will start putting it in their baskets because we're going to start using it again. Okay, and then last but not least, we've got the midnight, they call it navy. Midnight blue. That's no, they're calling it navy. It's like a midnight navy, isn't it? £3.95. What it is it's, you know how navy can sometimes be quite hard? This is a soft, like a soft navy. That's what I'm going to decide to call it, a soft navy. £3.95. Right, and somebody's just asked about the needles. So before I go over to Amanda, I'll just tell you about the needles that we're using. They are the jersey needles there. Choice of, you get 2 10s, 2 12s and a 14 in the packet. And they've got the ballpoint end to them, £2.45. Did you want to show anything else while I'm here? Right, that's it. Let's get back to the sewing then. Right. Where were we up to? Shoulders.
Shoulders. We were putting the back to the front. Okay, so we've fused the...
Right, the tape is now sold out. That tape's sold out.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and then we've got that little bit of an overhang through there. Right. Through the front. Okay.
So can I just... So on the back there, there's just a single layer of the back panel with the tape on it. Then on the front there, you've got both layers. You've got the
insert.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you've got the pleated overlay, like the toad overlay.
The insert and then the pleated overlay. Okay.
Lovely.
So we're going to stitch these together. Okay.
Right, now, so you're stitching those with a straight stitch? On a sewing machine?
Yeah, straight stitch is absolutely fine because it's not going to get too much pull. You can, if you want to, do your lightning, your
But then I suppose
stretchy
you're doing it on
fabric.
top of that tape anyway, aren't you? So that
Yeah.
tape's going to be holding it in
it
place anyway,
through.
so that's fine.
Yeah. Okay, and I'm just going to take it up a tad. There we go. And off we go. So 5/8 seam allowance.
Can I just do this? Can I take that one off? Or is that one the one you're using?
I'll use it later for when we do.
No, just because I'm just showing the top of the machine because we couldn't see Amanda's face.
So 5/8 seam allowance.
Yep.
Working through.
I'll wait. I was going to ask a question. I'll wait.
Go on.
No,
Great.
because you're going to overlock. You're going to overlock, I presume, the shoulder seams eventually. But if you haven't got an overlocker, how would you finish off those seams?
I would reduce them down. You could either cut them blunt with your scissors or use pinking shears just for that edge. But this will not fray.
I was going to say, because when we did the jersey prep yesterday, and I said, I don't know why she wants pinking shears, because it doesn't...
It was just when I sort of put in my brief together, thinking, well, no, not everybody has...
But also some people just like a pinking shears edge, don't they? Because it looks... Yeah.
Just gives a little bit of a decorative edge. So, it's quite nice to do. So, you could just literally...
Okay, pinking shears.
Through we go. And because they're quite good, strong scissors, they will go through.
You're going to put those in, Hannah?
Okay, so you can just literally sort of finish off, and it just reduces all of the bulk.
Yeah. So if you haven't got an overlocker, that's a good way of doing it, yes.
And that's absolutely fine, and they'll just get pressed to the back.
I was going to say, we haven't done, apart from ironing on that tape, there hasn't been any ironing or pressing, has there, so far?
No, there's not an awful lot of pressing in it. You could, if you wish to, but it behaves really well.
There's no need to. If you don't,
could sort of press the front pieces down, but
actually they look quite nice.
Nice, just rolled.
Rolled over, because if you press that, you'd then have a solid... It'd be like doing a cotton, wouldn't you? You'd have a line down there. Then if you didn't get that line there in the same place next time you ironed, it's going to be like, when you see people's sleeves and they've got like three lines, or 3 lines down their trousers and things. But it's quite nice that it just folds...
Through, I would say with pressing, always use a pressing cloth with it, because obviously if it is
like a tea towel pressing cloth.
Yeah, because otherwise if it is too hot, it will go shiny.
Yeah. So don't use a Teflon one with that. Just use a tea towel one with that.
Okay, so do you want me to overlock
this bit? Yeah, do overlock that one off then.
Okay, so again we've still got the two needles, 4 threads.
You got enough room there? It looks like you're a bit...
Yeah, no, I'm fine. Okay. Working more cramped areas, my sewing room at home is just like...
I thought you'd have moved your cutting table into your new extension in your shop.
Oh, I have, but obviously at home I have got a sewing room and it is a reasonable size, but there's just...
Sounds like you're never at home, though. It sounds like you're in the shop most of the time.
I do literally live there. I never cut out at home because I've got a nice cutting table at the shop.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I do. I still need to feed my addiction of sewing.
So now you've just done that with a 4 thread, but you don't need to do it with a 4 thread.
You don't need to. You can do it with a 3 thread. If you do it with a 3 thread, because the 4 thread with 2 needles is for construction, it's just going to give it an extra little bit of strength to it as well. If you do it with a 3, I would recommend, because you're going through quite a few thicknesses, to do it on the left-hand needle so you've got a wider finish rather than the narrower one, because it'll just struggle a little bit to go through.
So, I mean, I know the overlocked edge looks so beautiful, doesn't it? It's not beautifully finished off. So it looks like that, if you want that professional finish. I mean, you see what I mean?
Just beautifully sandwiches it all together.
Exactly, and it feels like it's all secure, whereas I know the pinking shears, it's not going to fray away, but it's just you see it. There's just kind of just put them together. You see what I mean?
Because it kind of splays out.
Yes, whereas this
just feels a bit thicker, and that's really been
compacted. Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Oh.
Righty-ho.
Sorry.
You going in? So
okay.
That's our back.
This is the fabric, not the fabric. The thread that Amanda's used is just grey on this one because there's no point in changing it all the time. This is the grey overlocking. That's the overlocker, the £449, and then there's the thread there. You get 1,000 reels. These are they for £31.80. Because it's very important to use overlocking thread on an overlocker. Right. Next.
Okay, so we're now going to attach the front. So again, the way I've cut it, it's the wrong side is in the inside of it. This is the right side. So with right sides to right side, Okay, opening out. We're going to match up our notches.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that your centre front?
That's the centre front, yeah. So we're starting to really sort of build up some of the layers through all the pleats.
Yeah. Now, I've got a question which we'll come to in a little while, Angela. Angela says she loves working with jersey, but she always finds hemming quite tricky. So have you got any tips when we come to, don't need to do them now, when we come to do the hem?
Yeah.
Any tips for Angela on hemming? That'd be brilliant.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so pins in, and then we're going to stitch. Yeah, some of these have had really interesting lives.
Yes. That was one of the things on Jay's list to do this week, was to sort out the pink cushions. In fact, Paul could do that this afternoon, couldn't he? Because Paul's in today helping out. Over half the stock of the purple's gone. Checked out, not just in baskets, checked out as well. And we had loads of it because it was our first day of jersey, and we knew how many people would want jersey.
And I'm back again on Friday doing more jersey.
Oh, wait, I'm in on Friday.
Yeah, we got more jersey.
What? Oh, have we?
Yeah.
Oh, more jersey on Friday.
More jersey. And it's a super pattern. I don't know whether...
Don't be giving away what we're doing on Friday.
Have you shown all the patterns? Because one of...
Oh, is it one of these?
Yeah, it is one.
Oh, they're over there now. They're over there, sorry. Oh, one of the ones that we've shown today. You're going to...
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. Cause, I hope it's my favourite one.
Yeah. Well, I've made it quite a few times already.
Oh, OK.
So it is one. It's in my stash already, so it's a really good one. OK, so I'm going to sew across the top, the front.
So this is the seam, this is the underbust seam.
This is the empire line,
across there, isn't it? Empire line across there.
That's the one. So again, 5/8 seam allowance.
Now, would you not... No, because sometimes when you make period dresses, you'd put a stay tape in this seam as well, but you don't need to on the jersey so much.
No, you don't. Only because if you put a stay tape, because it's, again, it's not going to go over... And you're going to struggle
because I'm thinking of period dresses that would have rouleau and buttons down the back, or little hooks and eyes down the back, so you can get into it. But sometimes the fabric pulls that. I suppose the jersey isn't that heavy, is it? When you've got a period dress and you've got decoration, everything on it, the skirt itself is quite heavy, so it pulls that. And you don't want that. OK, lots of questions coming in about will we be getting lots of different jerseys in? The idea is, yes, we are. We've got a new buying team now, and that's one of the things on the top of their list, because obviously Amanda's a real ambassador for jersey. And we will... Well, you are, aren't you? Everything I've seen you wear has been in jersey, more
Pretty
or less.
Pretty much, yeah.
So we will be doing different weights, different styles, different stretches, because, like Amanda was saying in the last hour, jersey isn't just jersey, is it? It's not... you pick this and you go, oh, yes, that's jersey, but you pick this up and you go, that's jersey, and that are not the same fabric. Or your jersey, you know, like your tracky bottoms, everything, they're jersey as well. Do you know what I mean?
OK, so we've now attached the front through there. OK, and we need to reduce this bulk right down.
A quick question from Amanda, for Amanda. Why can't you just sew the shoulder... I can't even say it. Why can't you just sew the shoulder seam with the overlocker?
You can. It was obviously, I was just trying to demonstrate the different finishes. You could construct it straight through. Again, sometimes I would baste it through and then just fit it, do a quick fitting to see if it's right, and then sew straight across.
You couldn't attach that tape at the same time as you put it?
No, you've got to...
You've got to fuse
the
tape and
fuse that into place, yeah. OK, so just pull a little bit of the basting out, and that just relaxes it down. But what I'm going to do is actually cut off the seam allowance. OK. So
now,
again, I am
using normal
scissors. Yeah, it's just what I've got to hand. So I'm just reducing my seam allowance down by half, just because when you put it through the overlocker, this piece through the overlocker, it is very, very bulky.
Right.
And we've got to remember, you know, they are fantastic overlockers. They are still domestic.
Yes.
So there is a certain level of thickness that it will go through, and sometimes the knife will just get a little bit sort of bit chewy up, really. It's sort of like it can cope, but, you know, why strain your machine?
Yes, exactly. Well, yeah, exactly.
Okay, so it's far better to sort of reduce it down, and that way it'll go through it really nicely, and it'll just wrap all the threads around.
Yeah.
And that's just pulled out. That's it, the basting. Okay, so I'm just going to come underneath you again.
They're just, would they have been, or do you want proper shears to cut that off?
Yeah, it would have been,
Shears,
but
yeah.
it's fine.
So we're done now, Jake. So it was too thick to cut it as you went along, but you're just finishing
so
the edge off now.
I am. And again, it is still got the 2 needles in. I've lengthened up the stitch length. I was going to say, what were you doing then? Because I saw you just turn something there. Just like you would when you're doing normal sewing, you would like just lengthen up your stitch length that little bit when it's going to go through that thick area.
Because all quilting ladies, they always, when they do, ladies and gentlemen, but when they do their final quilting through all the layers, they always lengthen their stitch through that.
That's right.
Okay. So, what was that question, Hannah? No, the blade's still there, but you're not cutting through anything.
No,
because sorry. No,
it was me interrupting them. Yeah, the blade's still going, but because I was cutting at it, I've not really cut it. I've like,
yes,
you've got sort of scissor marks. It's actually going to trim off any of the rough edges
so just
as well.
explain. You can't. Sadly, you can't. We haven't got a camera that will go there. So when you had Amanda had the bulk, she cut the bulk of it off down to where she wanted. Now she's lined the edge of the raw edge up with just where the blade is. So it might take off a few little bits of not frayed, but the edges, but it's not cutting, you know, because normally you cut the whole cuts it all off. So she's cut all that. So the blade isn't, it's only the blade bit you don't want the great big bulk going through. The needles are fine, you don't want the blade going through it. So it's just skimming the edge. It's almost like, you know, just like a clipper, just taking the edge off. Isn't that right?
Yeah, because I mean, I'm just you've got about 9 layers of fabric there, which are really quite bulky. And I know that the camera can't get in, but on the actual toe, there is 2 little notches at the front, and they are in line with the needles.
Right.
So the left-hand one I am keeping pretty much over the top of my stitch line, so I know then that it will take off what I need to.
Yes.
I'm not going to go over my stitch line and take any additional, and it just gives me a nice marker to work through.
I'll show you when they're finished. You see, earlier, we were cutting off like bits like this when we were just going through a couple of layers, right? Can you see that like that? But this one here, was literally, where is it? Was the really skimming the little bits off there. It wasn't cutting through all the layers. It was just skimming the edges.
Yeah.
That was all right.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know I'm doing that. Right.
So you can see, if the camera can get right in, that's where it's going through its normal 2 layers. So that's the lower looper, that's the upper looper, but you can sort of see that it's still sitting on top. Where it goes then through the real thickness, you can see where it's really having to sort of splay and spread itself around, but it is still wrapping it round and it's still making it nice and neat. And again, it's compressing everything together.
That's not going to be uncomfortable for you to wear, is it, across there?
No, I have tried it on and it's fine.
You going back there or are you staying there?
While I'm at it, I'm just going to do... Well, I'm just going to do that.
What's you doing now, then?
I'm just going to do that second shoulder that I pinked.
Yes. Yeah. People asking about the overlocking thread bundles. I'll go through them in a second. I've got them in 4 different colours because you don't need to keep changing it for all your different coloured frocks and everything like that.
There we go. Right, so nice and quick and simple now. That we're going to go down the side seams. So again, you could either whip down straight away with your overlocker.
What notches have you got there then?
So the only notches are the double notches at the sides that are just underneath on the skirt. So we match those up.
Okay. I didn't understand that question, Hannah. In here? Oh, right. A question. When you get to the end of a seam with an overlocker, does it finish itself off?
No, you cut off. You always leave...
Shall we look? Are you going to overlock these together or are you going to stitch these together?
Yeah.
Right, OK,
I'll overlock
do
on
it
these.
then you can explain it,
So I'm going to pin the sides. I've pinned the top, so under the arms.
Yeah.
I've matched the notches through, and then I always pin at the bottom, okay? Because I know that I've cut it the same length. Because if you start pinning all the way down, you generally tend to find that you might pull a bit, and you shift it, and you're always ending up with a little bit of overhang. So if you actually pin it at the bottom, then you can then work through and ease it in. So raw edges together.
Yeah, because when that used to happen to me, I just used to chop the excess off. Okay. Well, that's when it's meant to be, chop it off. Just so you know, the dress pattern that's in there now, the 16 to 24, there's only 10 left. If you want the 16 to 24, in this dress pattern, there's only 10 left.
Okay. So yeah, when we've sort of finished, when we're using the overlocker, as we were saying, it's you always have a piece of chain. We call it chaining off, and it's just because of the threading mechanism, because there's quite a bit. If it's too short, it will suck the threads down, and one of the loopers will probably come undone, and it won't stitch at all. And
also, you can't reverse. You can't. It's not like when you're sewing a line of stitching on this. You can't reverse at the end, go backwards and forwards, can you?
No. And so then there's various ways that you can finish off your overlocking ends. And if it's going through a vertical or a cross intersection, you'll find just to sort of like cut it off blunt. If it's not...
You mean as in if it's going to be stitched over?
Yeah. So say sort of like on an underarm, that's going to be sort of then crossed over when you put the sleeve into it. When you sort of at the hem, again, it could splay a little bit, but you are going to turn it up.
Yes, of course.
Onto it. But if you wish to, you can either then cut off so you've got a reasonable amount of chain.
Yes, because if you're doing a short sleeve, you'd overlock round this bit of the sleeve, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
But then you just turn it up the once. So you are going to have some little threads
that sort of poke out.
Yes, yeah.
So you can either use a little bodkin. I think we've got... Did I put one out?
This one? Oh, yeah. Got it.
Yeah.
Bodkin.
Yeah, so you'd use a bodkin and you would thread, push that down, and then push it just behind, or a large darning needle behind the lower looper one, and pull through.
To you there. So this,
that's it. And you just push it underneath the lower looper. Yeah. Okay. Or use a large darning needle and pull those threads, and then you can cut out.
That bodkin comes with 2 pieces in the kit, I think, doesn't it? Yeah.
And then your ends are just going to be concealed within that inch.
So that's like when you do the quilting and you stitch it back through the 2 layers, sort of sandwich it between the 2 layers, don't you? That's the same thing, but you're going through the threads rather than the fabric.
That's right.
Yeah.
Or, failing that, a little dab of the fray check.
Oh, no, I just have some.
There it is.
There it is. Oh, first of all, that was the bodkin there. You get 2 of the bodkin. Yeah, there's the bodkin. So you get 2. You get both of those pieces in the bodkin for £1.95. Brilliant little present. Add to your order. Or now, how do you use this then? How do you use fray check?
It literally is just a little soft fabric glue almost, and you just literally put a little dab. You can cut it off and just dab on the ends, and it will just seal the ends. And
it doesn't dry sticky or anything.
No,
it's not going to be
and it's not hard or anything. No.
Okay, brilliant. There's fray check. They're £5.45. So I presume a little bottle like that's going to last you forever, because you're only ever going to be doing
tiny little dabs.
Like that,
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so now...
we're going to go straight down. Again, I'm going to use my seam allowance. So I'm going to be cutting off that sort of 3/8 to a centimetre.
Yeah.
Just by keeping the raw edge of the fabric under my solid line where the machine's indicating. So always just make sure that it's nice and flat. You've not got any...
When we do the Jersey show on Friday, should we swap the machines round? Should we have the overlocker on this side and the sewing machine on that side on Friday?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that'd be good. And as I say, it is nice.
So we're just literally sewing down... Now, is it a flared seam or is it a straight seam?
It's...
the skirt flared out, or is it...
Slight A-line.
Yeah.
Now, because it's on a slight A-line, I've got my differential feed on 1.5.
What does that mean?
That means that on an overlocker, you've got 2 sets of feed dogs.
Right.
When it's in neutral or on 1, 0, the feed dogs work together, pulling the fabric through.
Oh, it's like a quilting, a walking foot. Yeah.
Yeah. When I turn it up, because you've got the stretch and it's going slightly through a bias, what will happen, if it's just been pulled through together, it may warp,
right.
and you'll get a little bit of a waffle on your line. A waffle.
Ooh, waffle, I could eat
Okay.
a waffle. Right,
So by turning it up, it's compensating, and what happens is the front feed dog pulls it through a little bit quicker.
Oh, okay.
So they work in sort of simultaneously.
Is that explained, if you buy this, is that explained in the booklet?
It is, sort of in some foreign language, but it's not always clear.
Well.
Yeah, it is in English, but it may as well be in.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what is happening, is that the front feed dog is pulling it through just that little bit quicker, and it compensates the stretch. And that way you'll get a nice, flat, even seam.
So that's almost a little bit like when we were making the cat suits for West End shows and everything, where you just stretched it. We had to do what your machine's doing for you. You had to do it yourself. You had to gauge it yourself as you pulled it through, sort of thing.
Right.
And sometimes you get it completely wrong, and it would end up even bigger waffle. Hannah's had a lovely email, apparently, from Colette. Hello, Colette. She's enjoying the show, very informative. Thank you, Colette. Oh, no, she's not confident enough to make the item on the pattern. Oh, yes. Can you do a simple T-shirt? When we've got the jerseys in, when we've got the correct jersey in, can you do... She's not confident enough to do a whole dress like this. She wants to start off with something simple like a T-shirt.
OK, not a problem. Watch on Friday.
Oh! OK. There you go.
There we go. So it's starting to look like a dress.
Bit like a dress, yeah.
OK.
So now, have you made this to fit you? Well, no, I'm just thinking about the length. Because if you lengthen a pattern, you don't just add it onto the bottom. You have to slice the pattern and slide it down.
Yeah. Sometimes you can get away with putting it on the bottom. Sometimes, as you say, you need to sort of drop it from mid-thigh to keep the shape going. On these patterns, as I said before, on the first aspect, most commercial patterns are made for a B-cup lady and at 5'6".
Yeah, but you're not 5'6".
No, I'm nearly 5'10".
Is that with or without the heels?
Without.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I'm on the decline now. At my height, I was at 5'10". I think I'm about 5'9.5".
Oh,
now.
that's how little Paul's lost weight, lost height as well.
I said I think I'll be a pick-me by the time I'm 60. Yeah. OK, so we've now got the sleeves to do.
Right.
So I'm going to mark my one sleeve, just so I can remember that that is the inside, because it's really important to remember that you've got a front and a back on a sleeve. OK, so it's the double notch that indicates that it's a sleeve. Otherwise, if you don't get the right side, you'll end up with 2 left sleeves or 2 right sleeves. Of
course, yeah. Before you go on to that, this one doesn't have a sleeve in it. So do you just... How would they finish the edge?
You could use your seam binding around, and that's what I'm going to do on the neck. Do you want me to show you the neck first?
No, just somebody asked about the one with no sleeves, but if you're going to cover it, then I'll... If you just keep watching, you'll see. I was just thinking, we're going on to sleeves. I just asked that, but sorry, I'll let you carry on.
I was going to say, I've got to do the neck anyway.
Yeah.
I wanted to show that. So that's my inside there. OK, so we're going to put right sides together.
Yeah.
So as I say, the double notch indicates that it's the back of the sleeve.
And that's always, if you ever see a single notch and a double notch, the double notch always means it's the back. Because also, a lot of people don't know that when you draw the head of a sleeve, it's not the same front and back. There's a different curve for the front and the back of a sleeve head.
Yeah, you'll have, or if you've forgotten to put your notches in, literally fold it in half, meet your seams, and where you should have just a slight, even sort of 1/4 of an inch extra fabric on the back, and that will indicate the back because you need more for your rotation. Okay.
It also comes from history as well. When they first started, like very early days with tailoring, a sleeve didn't sit where our sleeves sit here. A sleeve on a man's jacket would go right into the back of his back, you know, it goes right. So that's what it almost kind of echoes, is kind of the history of old things. Because our shoulder seams in like period costumes weren't on the shoulder. They were right back down over there. So the fabric would go right the way over.
There we go. So again, I've just whipped down the side of those. Now on your pattern, and what I've done is I've put a little nick at the top where you've got a large circle, which is indicating the top. Yeah. And then you've got these little circles, okay, and in between, so I've just then made another little notch either side, and that's where we're going to put some E-stitching in.
Right.
Okay.
And E-stitching is?
E-stitching is a long basting stitch, and what it does is we don't want gathers, it needs to be a flat inset seam, but you just need to sort of pull it just to actually pull in and ease in.
Yes.
The actual fabric.
Yes, because a gather stitch gives you a completely different, it gives you a sleeve, like a puff sleeve head, doesn't it? If you gathered it up, and it's not meant to be one of those.
No. So I tend to do one row with about a 1/4 inch seam. A little bit like a gathering stitch.
But you're only going between the two little circles, aren't you? Yeah.
And I'll do another row.
Oh, so you are doing it like a gathering.
Yeah.
You are doing 2 rows.
So 2 rows.
Because what a tailor would do, rather than putting a gathering stitch in to ease it, is he bends it over the back of his... Do you know this? He bends it over the back of his fist so that the fabric is stretched over his fist. Then you catch it in. So when you then let the sleeve loose, the ease has gone in by doing the same thing as this, but without putting a gathering stitch in.
OK, so I've put the sleeve the right way out.
Dee says she's loving your show, Amanda.
Oh, thank you.
And Teresa, can we have more overlocking shows with Amanda? Thank you. That's what I said. That's what I said, Teresa. I don't know why I shouted it, but I agree. I agree.
OK, so I have the right-hand sleeve. Yeah, I always have to stuff it. Yeah,
you
that's
sure?
the back.
Get the right hand of the dress.
Yes, yes.
So you've basted all the layers together, haven't you? So there's no flappy layers going around, because on some bits of the armhole, it's double thickness.
That's right, it's double thickness through. So we're going to put right sides together. So we match.
Oh, I hate doing sleeves.
The underarm. I'm quite OCD on getting the underarm.
Oh gosh, yes.
Got to be real perpendicular. Yes. So again, it's just if you base that little area first, just to make sure that that actually sort of meets in.
OK, yeah.
Match your niches.
Colette says she's definitely watching on Friday, Amanda. She watches every day anyway, but she's definitely watching on Friday.
And then I tend to work from side to side.
Oh, OK. So you do 1 pin on the front, 1 pin on the back. 1 pin on the front, 1 pin on the back.
Yeah.
But you're only going as far as your little circles, aren't you?
Yes. And then if you pin, once you've got that anchored, on the inside, because it's far easier to stitch on the inside.
I don't think I've ever put a sleeve in going from the outside.
It kind of like seems obvious, I suppose, but what seems obvious to somebody that's doing it all the time?
It's just like... it's just the way we taught. That's the way I was taught to do it. And that's the way, you know, I feel comfortable doing it. Right, so now...
So I've pinned the shoulder seam, so the little notch is in line with the shoulder seam.
Right.
And pop another pin in. And don't be afraid to use lots of pins.
No.
They really are your friends.
OK, so you've started matching at the bottom seam there. You've gone front, back, front, back, front, back, all the way up to the little circles.
That's right.
You've put one in the top head of the sleeve, so you've matched the notch with your shoulder seam. So that means you've now got 2 little gaps either side which is the bit you'll have to ease in.
That's right. Okay, so it is... You're just
Julie. Julie said, hello, John and Amanda. Sorry I haven't spent much money today, but I've learnt so much. That's fine. That's absolutely fine, Julie. Take care driving to your... Oh, I know. I'll have the window opened. I'll stop for lots of coffees on the way. So, have you kind of then started...
Yeah, I've just started just slightly easing that through. Now, you will end up with some gathers at the top. Okay, but where you pin on your 5/8 line, and that's where it needs to be smooth.
Yeah, so you're not catching the gathers in.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good tip.
Okay, so it's just smoothing in. So you will use plenty of pins in this area.
Yes.
So why have you got to go to York?
I'm filming pavers tomorrow in York.
Oh. I've done Brighton this weekend.
Oh, have you? What, were you doing less teaching?
No, I was with my daughter Irish dancing. It was Great Britain Championships.
What colour dress was she wearing?
Red and black. It's her.
Oh, traditional.
Yeah. Well, no, it's her solo dress, but she's after a new one.
Well, so if my mum could make up, well, I wouldn't be wearing the dress, obviously, but.
Oh, I don't.
Are there traditions? I know, going off piece here, but like are there traditions you have to stick to? Are there rules you have to stick to, or can you make whatever you want?
Yes, that they have to be covered up. They can't have anything low. They are short. They're supposed to be a little bit longer, but they are exceptionally short.
Do you have to make matching pants?
They have kick pants as well. They have to wear what they call poodle socks, which are like kind of 3/4 sort of like ankle, not quite. They're longer than ankle socks, but they're not
shorter
quite.
Than,
yeah, but definitely not knee high.
And then those shoes, those compy shoes.
Yeah, or they have their soft shoes.
So she's good like river dance.
Yeah,
I love it. I love it.
Love it. I know,
it's one of those things that make you go kind of
goosey, and
it must be so emotional seeing your daughter doing it.
It's lovely.
Anyway, back to the dress. Sorry.
But Brighton embraced it all. There was girls walking around with tanned legs, curly wigs.
Oh, they wear wigs?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, big curly wigs, big diamante headbands and...
I didn't know that. I thought all those Irish girls just had... When you see river dance, I just thought, oh, they've all got lovely hair.
Oh, no, it's all wigs.
I didn't, because I thought what happens if you like to do it and you've got short hair. Anyway, sorry. So where you started to stitch?
OK, so I'm starting to stitch on the underarm.
Yeah.
OK, 5/8 again. And this is why it's so much easier to sew on the inside.
Yes.
Because you can get right in. So it's just taking it nice and steady. Just working in small little areas, just doing it in little bursts. OK,
right. Hannah's just asked, why have we not taken the gubbins box off and just had the free arm? But you don't need the free arm when you need the table to actually for the whole thing to slide through. It's only if you're sliding like a pair of jeans or if you're sewing a sleeve, this end of a sleeve on like that you'd need the free arm off. Yeah. That's right. Hannah's learning as well, you see, so she's got questions.
OK, so this is the sleeve head. So again, just...
So this is where you're making sure that you're not catching any of the gathers, because you don't want to gather in this.
I'm just sort of smoothing any areas out that I might think with the pin. As I take the pin out, I just use the end of the pin to sort of smooth any little bits that I think might...
Good question, Bernadette. Bernadette said, would you tack your sleeve in before you sewed it?
You can, definitely. Again, I'm quite an advocate of basting, but obviously because of time and you get through.
Oh, but would you baste it with the machine or would you hand baste it?
I'll baste it with the machine.
Oh, you see, sleeves and zips are my nightmares. I don't like them at all, and I'd always hand stitch a sleeve in.
Yeah.
Before, because I don't like unpicking a sleeve. I don't like unpicking.
But at least when we baste it in, when it's a nice long stitch, it just literally pulls out.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Nice and easy. Okay, and then for a bit of reinforcement, go back over. So I started about 1 inch, 2.5 centimetres away from the underarm seam, and then I've gone over that and then back up over the same distance on the other side. Okay, and then that just reinforces that underarm.
Right.
Nicely. Okay.
Then do you take your basting stitches out? No, your easing stitches out.
Yeah, that will come out. That will just nicely pull out. And again, it then just sort of relaxes all the fabric down. And then, normally, again, you can either trim it down to about 1/4 inch all the way round, or we can overlock, which I thought would be quite a nice way of showing. Now, a lot of people sort of say, well, how do you do you sort of scoop it in? What I do is cut out, starting at the underarm, and cut out a notch.
Oh, right, hang on, so you just literally cut like a turret out of, what did you call it?
Just like a large notch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Now, it's nice and long because the presser foot of the overlocker is long, okay?
That's on the underarm, yeah.
Okay. So what we're going to do, because I've cut that out, that's now is going to be able to slide under. We're going to lift the presser foot, crank back, and disengage the clutch. So I've got 4 threads coming through.
Right.
Because otherwise, if I change straight into it, it'd just be a little bit messy. Okay. And then that way, I can slide that notch nice and close right up to the...
Oh, sorry you can't see this. So the notch is right up against the edge of the blade.
Yeah. Can actually move right into the actual original stitch line.
Oh, here, like this. Have a look. See if we can see it. Can we get it from there? Can we have a look from there?
Whoops.
Oops. Oh, look, now you're on. Yeah, look here. This camera's on you now, so we're fine.
Yeah? Are we okay?
Thank you, Pumpkin.
Righty-ho. So if I
I just have to remember to stand back by the tree, that's all.
And then, again, just always making sure that you can actually feel it nice and smooth, because the amount of ladies that I've had that have sliced through their top.
Oh, yes. Can you imagine getting to this stage? Right, how many minutes have I got left with Amanda, just so I know, so she knows how long she's got to finish with? 10 minutes with you now, Amanda, I've got.
I was only going to put the one sleeve in as the demo.
Oh, yes, you don't need to put both in. Because we just got neckline and hem.
Some hem and a hem to do, yeah. Okay, so I'm just coming back round now to the start. I've got my 4 threads that I first started with. Yeah. And I'm just watching the blade, and I'm just pulling that away, and I'm going to hand turn so it just overlaps by a couple of stitches. Again, then I can back crank it, pull out.
Oh, and so so the threads are still
so you haven't got a big chain.
Together.
Yeah, and then.
Can I come back now?
Yep. So we've then got our threads that we can just tie off together.
Oh, brilliant.
And you've got a nice...
Yes, because you wouldn't be able to do that... Well, if it all looped up and everything, you'd have to unpick the loops and everything.
And then it just sort of like, you get quite big sort of clumped areas over.
Oh, how neat is that?
So that's a lot neater.
And more comfortable to wear as well, because it's all smoothed off.
Yeah, and because you've reduced all the bulk, it's going to sit that much smoother as well. Okay.
So that's one sleeve. We're only putting one sleeve.
Yeah, we'll only put the one sleeve in. Okay, then.
A couple of questions regarding the sleeve. Are you coming from you or from here? Okay, a couple of questions about the sleeve. Hello, John. Love the show. Just wondered, would it be easier to put the sleeve in before you do the side seam?
Normally, yes. But in this instant, no, because of that ease stitch.
Right.
Normally, if you haven't got to do any ease, then yes, you would put it in, sort of would slide it out.
Yes.
Yeah. and then construct it all the way down.
Right.
But not with when you've got the ease stitching.
Good question, though. Joyce, thank you.
Totally.
Oh, hang on,
So
your
we've
necklace
got...
got stuck in your... Sorry. Right, there you go.
Okay.
And what was the next question, quickly? OK, yeah, Angela, would you hem the sleeve before you join it together to put on the dress?
No.
No. No, Angela, you wouldn't.
The reason, because if you've actually hemmed it up, you've then got a bulky seam to put together, and it's just not very neat at that very edge.
Right, yes.
OK, so, yes, I've seen it done in manufacturing garments,
Yes.
and no, it's not very neat.
OK, what would happen if you've made your sleeve into a tube, so it's as it is now?
Yeah.
Could you do that hem before... So if you did your side seam...
Oh, you could then do...
Then you could do
your
that hem.
Yeah.
Then you could put the sleeve head in, couldn't you? So you
Yeah.
could do it that way,
Right.
but don't do it...
When it's flat.
When it's flat open, yes.
Yeah.
Right, OK. So we're going to do the neck now very
So
quickly.
the neck then... Okay.
Thank you for all your questions, by the way. It's fascinating.
Yeah, I love it. OK, so you've got this extra little area.
Yeah.
And that is going to turn down level with your shoulder seams.
Yeah, so if it was a non-stretchy dress, if it was a cotton dress, that would be all going into your facing, wouldn't it? You'd be
That's
sewing
right.
all that into your facing.
Yeah.
But we could, because it's a stretched jersey, you can just turn it over on itself, can't you?
That's right. So with our binding tape...
Which is now sold out, I'm afraid.
OK.
But you'll have loads in it if you bought it for the shoulders.
So if I can go over, we're going to basically put the bottom edge along the 5/8 line.
Not the stitching this
Not
time,
the stitching,
the bottom edge.
and then that is then going to get turned over.
That's your clean...
Yeah, and then you've got a nice clean edge. That stay stitch is going to stop it from bagging out.
Which is what I need for some of my T-shirts, isn't it?
And then we can then straight stitch it, and that's why I've got the applique scissors, because if you've got a little bit of an overhang, you can get in and just snip off.
Right.
So I'm just going to...
Oh, she's off to iron. While she goes to iron, I've got a question, have I? Oh, Anthony, please, can we have more shows with Amanda? True dressmaking, best designer so far, Tony. That's for you, Amanda.
Oh, thank you very much.
Thank you, Tony. An email from Trish. Hello, both. What a fabulous show. I've learnt so much. Oh, she's chatting up her husband to get her an overlocker. Your show, Amanda, has helped convince him to buy her one for Christmas.
Oh, fantastic.
They are brilliant. They are brilliant. And also, we'll be using it again on Friday, won't we?
Yes.
Yeah, we'll be using it again on Friday. It is a fantastic overlocker. While Amanda's over there, can I do the threads? Because she's just ironing it. You're just ironing at the moment, aren't you? Don't mind me not being on you. Very quickly, we've got the grey threads. It comes... now, the grey is limited now. You get the 4 threads in the kit, 4,000 metres in the kit. There they are. Oh... There's only one left of the bundle, so a bundle of 4, there's only one left, £31.80. But if you didn't, have you got pictures of... Oh, yeah, there's the grey one. What other colours you could use the purple? I'd say you could use the black, or you could use the navy, couldn't you, really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Black. Here's black. And just very quickly, I'm not trying to take away from Amanda's show at all, just show you these. There's the black one. For your overlocker. It's very important, isn't it, to have overlocker thread rather than just using straightforward thread?
Yes, because it's a different weight to our all-purpose thread. And if you try and use all-purpose thread, it's going to be too thick and heavy in your seams.
That's the black one. Got the navy one. Oh, quick. So slow, our computer, isn't it? No, it's not. I know it's not you, Hannah. She's getting all upset. £31.80. And they also come in the white as well, the white. Do you know what colour you're going to be using on Friday yet? Without giving anything away.
It'll be a dark one, probably grey again.
No, but what colour jersey you've got? Don't say...
Yes,
There's the white one. There's the white one. We're using the dark threads again. So we need the buying, merchandising to get... I don't know which department it is, to get more greys in for Friday, don't we? That's what we need to do. Right, OK, just explain. You've ironed the tape with the bottom of the tape at the 5-inch seam allowance.
That's right.
And turned the edge over.
And then I've turned it in. I'm stitching from the top with a stitch length of 3.
Right. Why are you stitching from the top?
Just because I just prefer the top of it rather
Yeah, so rather than seeing the bobbin thread, you're seeing the top thread.
It should be the same, but I don't know.
No, it never is. No.
Okay, so I'm just stitching that into place. You come to the shoulder seams and you can do a lock-off stitch or just a couple of back stitches if you haven't got the lock-off.
Oh, it's a very long lock-off, that one.
Okay, right, perfect. So it's caught all the edges, but you can see where I've got
Oh,
little
yes,
bits
because it's a
through
raw
there.
edge, isn't it? You haven't had to turn it in and turn it in, have you?
Okay, so
this is where the duck-billed scissors come in.
and you can then just...
Go to the website for the duck-billed scissors.
And then you can get in nice and close.
I mean, you can do these with normal scissors, but this is just a safer way of doing it, isn't
Absolutely, and you just get such a better, cleaner
Yeah.
line.
Fantastic.
Okay, so
Okay.
they're always a must. They sit in my box of tricks. Okay.
Right, how long have I got, Michael, to do the hem? Oh, got 5 minutes with you.
Ooh,
Yeah, so we're
loads,
fine.
loads.
Fine.
Okay, so I've got 3 different techniques that you can do. All right. So you can. I generally tend to baste a line of stitching in.
Where
okay,
your hem's going to be.
Where the turnup's going
Turnup's
to be.
going to be, yeah.
Yeah.
So this is where, Hannah, you take your gubbins box off, look, because you slide your sleeve.
I generally, personally, prefer a deeper
Yes. Oh, no, I do. It looks more
hem.
expensive, yes.
Yeah. Okay, so I would always go to at least about 3/4 of an inch to an inch.
Yeah.
Okay, even when...
So the line you're basting in is where the sleeve is going to
turn-ups,
finish.
Yeah, okay.
And would you do, just in case we ran down, would you do the same round the hem of the dress? Would you baste in a line round where the
always.
hem goes
Yeah.
and the line goes?
Because you've just then got a good line, even line, if you've kept that going. Because you can pin it and you keep measuring it, but it's quite
Yes.
long and laborious.
Yeah.
And that way, if the camera can see, you've
Yeah,
got that
coming in.
line and then you've got something to actually press up against
Yeah.
or turn against, okay? So just check on your pattern. If it says 5/8, just lengthen it a little
Yes,
bit,
yeah,
just to give you a
exactly.
little bit of extra length. Okay. Now you can do a tri-zigzag. I've done it on my sleeves here.
I was going to say to you, I've got a straight stitch on yours.
So you can do a tri-zigzag.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's the little dashed zigzag. Okay. So that's what it's good for stretch fabrics, because again it will stretch
yeah.
with it, and that way it will just over catch on the edge.
Oh, so you stitch across
the top, so it just straddles
Have you got that there? So
Okay.
that's fantastic. So that's a raw edge there.
It's a raw edge.
And you just zigzagged over the...
Yeah, I've not bothered to overlock it
Yeah.
or anything like that.
Yeah.
You can overlock it if you want to, and then just do a straight
Which is what you've done on that black one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Or you can put in
Oh,
your
we're going to have
twin
time
needle.
to do this.
I don't know. I'm hoping so.
We're putting in a twin needle. Now, is the process the same at the bottom then? You can either do that zigzaggy stitch, or you can... What are you missing?
I needed the screwdriver's not in here. Did I bring
What is it you need? The screwdriver?
I've got one.
Okay.
I've got one. I did put one in. Okay, so...
This is the twin needle that we're putting in very quickly. We've only got a minute left, you see. There's the twin needle. That means one fixing at the top, but 2 needles in going through. You don't have to use it, but it's just a nice way of finishing it.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
because for Angela, for the hem, you would baste the line like you have done on the sleeve, exactly the same you have done on the sleeve there.
Yeah.
And then would you either overlock it and turn it to that line like we just said, do a straight stitch or that lovely swirly stitch. What's that called there? Triple?
The tri-zigzag.
Tri-zigzag. Or you could do what we're going to do now in 30 seconds.
Yeah.
We can stay a bit longer. We'll stay a bit longer, don't worry, because I want to see it.
So was it Angela that...
It was Angela about the hem.
Right. Yeah. Angela for a real top tip, little couture element, and you can do it on woven fabrics as well. It's great on wools and things like that to stop your skirt hem from collapsing on itself. And I don't know whether I don't think we sell it at the moment.
Not yet.
Okay. But invest, especially with jersey, some stretch jersey fusible interfaces.
Oh, yes. Well, now that we've got jersey, they're bound to be on the phone to you saying, now, Amanda, what do we need to go with this, the buying department? So just so you know what Amanda's doing, right? So the machine is threaded like a normal machine from your normal thread through... can you see up at the top here?
I can't get it.
Oh, you're all right there.
Less speed.
Right, that's your twin needle there. But come to the top of the machine here, because what you do is you've got 2 threads going on. Inside where the threads are in here. So you've got your thread that you've normally got down in there. There, and you've got this one. They're both threaded through exactly the same, like you would thread a needle, but both threads are going through all exactly the same channels that they have to, and then literally one goes through one needle and one goes through the other needle. So you've got 2 needles, 2 threads going down, but only one bobbin. Only one bobbin.
Yeah. So you stitch from the right side.
Yeah.
And so again, you've turned to your basting stitch. You can feel with your finger where the ridge is. The idea is to get the 2 needles straddling over
the raw edge.
The raw edge. Okay, but again, don't panic if you can't quite get it. It takes a little bit of practice, and that's where your applique scissors come into their own, because if you've got a little bit of excess, you can trim that off. Okay.
Now, how, very quickly, why is there only one bobbin? How does it know which one to go to?
What happens is it zigzags
from
side
to
side,
bobbin zigzags
and
underneath.
That's why it's really good for stretch fabric, again, because it will actually stretch with it. And I didn't turn
Can you come to this side of the thing? Can you sit there?
Okay, and I didn't turn me to stitch length down, so it's going to be a bit long, but for this purpose, it'll be fine. So yeah, the jersey interfacing is fantastic.
There it is. Jake, can you take the iron away as well, please, quickly? Brilliant.
There we go. And that's what it looks like on the reverse side. So it just straddles. Can the camera see?
Right, and then that's looking from the right side.
Okay, and then you've got a nice 2 double rows.
Now, Hannah's saying, can she use it with cotton fabric as well, the twin needle?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, you certainly can.
Right, Amanda, that was brilliant. She's back on Friday with more tips, more overlocking, more sewing. I'm just going to go and do a roundup, but that was absolutely brilliant. Thank you so much. Right, just the fabrics, just the fabrics. You need to check out your baskets. We have got black jersey. If you've got this in your basket, please check out. Loads in baskets. The black Pontoroma fabric, 1/2 metre jersey, £3.95 for 1/2 metre. Very quickly, we've got the purple, which is absolutely... over 150 units have been checked out now, and loads you've got it in your basket. Beautiful, isn't it? And then last but not least, I think the navy's been a little bit... I mean, no, people are coming in for it, but it's been a bit... You know, we've got a black dress, we've got a purple dress, we haven't got a navy dress yet. Oh, I've just been told now, navy's beaten black, even though it's been ignored somewhat. Nay, it's beautiful. It's because it's a lovely warm navy, isn't it? £3.95 for 1/2 metre. Menu for tomorrow. Now, it's Natasha tomorrow. Natasha's back. I know you're sick of me. I've been in for 5 days now. You're a bit sick of me now, aren't you? So Natasha's back tomorrow. She's got 8 a.m. Miss It, Miss Out, 9 o'clock Sewing Feet. Is she going to dance? Oh, no, that's 10 o'clock is Quilt As You Go. And then 11 o'clock is the Tulip Block Ideas. I don't know who she's got on with her tomorrow. Oh, I do. It's Lucy. It's Lucy tomorrow. I'll see you on Friday. I'm back in with Amanda. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday next week. I'm in again like I was this week, but I did Thursday extra. If you've got any questions, ring the call centre, 0800 112 44 33. If you've got want to put anything in your basket or check your baskets out, it's really, really important. Hannah's flashing lots of pictures up in front of me. I'm not quite sure what's coming next. OK, go to the website to get the overlocker. Go to the website to see anything you've seen today. If you've got any questions, you can ring the call centre and they will either get questions to us or they'll be able to answer you straight away. Thank you so much for your company over the last 5 days. I've had a lovely, lovely time. I'm going to go and have lunch with Hannah now and then I shall be driving up to York. So I won't see anybody in York, so just go from Wetherby to the industrial estate, then I'm home again. So I'll see you on Friday morning at 8 o'clock. As I say, Natasha's back in tomorrow. She must be doing 3 days. Yeah. And it's just been a joy. Thank you so much. I do love my job, you know. I'll see you on Friday.
We've got those happy feet, and on Tuesday you can see them in action. That's right, on the 17th of October, Lucy Brennan will join us for a show that's all about sewing machine feet and the impressive results you can achieve with them. Lucy will show us how to create everything from ruffles to trims in minutes. Prepare to be amazed by the wide range of feet available and their vast array of applications. And with Lucy's razor-sharp sewing skills and a helping hand from the trusty Elna 680EX, you're in good hands. So don't miss Lucy's Sewing Feet special on Tuesday the 17th of October at 9 a.m. Only on Sewing Quarter, Freeview Channel 78.